Very good evening to all. Good evening, all. Good evening, good evening, good evening. So here we are with the paper analysis of session 2 of 24th January. Here with me, there is Anand sir for chemistry.
Hello everyone. As you can see, we are going to discuss and having the so many things about paper 2 of the today's session. We got so many questions from the students, so many things from the students. So we will be discussing everything. So now let's see the math sir is here.
Hello dear student, I am Vijay's maths faculty. Now stay tuned, we are going to discuss everything, nothing to go there. And just simply we are going to tell you that what is the strategy you need to use for the upcoming papers also. If you are going to write your shift in 28th or 29th, be there. Just in 1 or 2, 3 minutes we are going to start. Now first we start with the physics sir, what they will tell you about the what kind of the strategy you need to apply. Just Mohit sir.
Before Sagar sir tries to go out of the frame, I will try to have some basic questions on the reactions that we have received from the students. Let's start from chemistry. Anand sir, what do you think, what was the type of question that we have seen? Are the type of questions same as we saw in the last 5 shifts, like altogether, or what is it?
If we are going for the morning shift, today's morning shift, the morning shift paper was a bit of tricky. If we talk about organic chemistry paper was bit of tricky. And whatever the question we are receiving in the second shift right now, so the questions are coming very easy, and even students are saying, sir, we are very happy with the organic chemistry, even inorganic chemistry also. So we are having so much fun as whatever we are getting from the students' reactions now. It was like we are also feeling very happy. So now if sir will say about the physics part, even the physics students are also saying the same thing. Sir?
Physics as usual, since as sir said about chemistry, the paper is still easy. I mean, as we have seen the last 5 papers, this paper is also very easy. Straight formula based as per the number of questions we have seen. I mean, we haven't seen the whole question till now. We got some memory based question from the students. Seeing those questions, we can see that there are few more chapters been covered this time. Like there was no question we saw till now from thermal properties of matter as such. From basic questions on temperature, there were few topics which has now been covered. So question level is of same type as far I have seen till now.
Yeah. Sir, I'm having questions about physics. The students are asking, sir, is there any kind of question which is out of syllabus or not?
Okay. Out of syllabus. This topic we discussed yesterday also, sir. Yesterday also we realized that there are a few topics which was been said to be out of syllabus. Like rolling per we are still seeing questions every time. We are seeing questions on radioactivity have seen in the past. We are still seeing questions on the topics which was said to be not coming, but it's coming from those topics also. So the point is, let's not discuss things like that. There will be something out of syllabus for JEE Mains. All the interlinked topic, if there is some topic we are going through here all, let's not skip any topic. Let's continue with the flow. Let's say rolling per, we are seeing question in every shift till now from RBD. So RBD say moment of inertia, and rolling per we are seeing question every time. So we'll discuss more about it in a while. Before that, I will ask Sagar sir to continue with maths.
Even math students are asking, sir, maths are coming very lengthy papers. So what are the thoughts about you? Any kind of opinion, what you can share?
Actually, this time if you check the maths, then if you compare with the last year actually there was the level of the difficulty in some shift came as easy and some as very difficult. So that was not the evenly distributed, difficulty level or easy level. But this time one good thing that if you see from shift 1 of 22 to till now, in every shift same kind of the pattern they are following. Some 7 to 8 question always coming easy and short answer, it means those not lengthy also. And some question, obviously 7-8 questions are coming lengthy and 7-8 questions comes as easy, average part also, like average of the question. And for this one, one more difference between the last year papers and this year, that In after COVID, in previous 3-4 year, from the easy chapters like sequence series, matrices, they ask the difficult question. But this time from these easy chapters, they are asking easy questions also. Even from the binomial theorem also easy question came, sequence series easy question came. From the statistics also easy question came this side. So these are scoring chapter for the students.
Sir, students are asking that, ki, sir, I am able to score 50 and 60, what will be the percentile? We will be able to score good percentile in maths or not?
If a
So what is your
student,
say?
if a student is scoring approx 50 marks, then what if we compare with the last year's analysis, if we match with the difficulty level, then they are going to get approx 99 percentile. And 99 percentile is good enough to get
Okay.
any good NIT, okay, in maths especially.
Okay, sir, please welcome. Mohit sir, we are getting questions for the physics students also. They are saying, sir, we are getting questions from semiconductors like, do you have any call? Ki, is there anything?
I was just seeing through right now. We got some questions. We got some questions on Newton's law of cooling also, right?
Okay.
Okay, and from semiconductors, we are getting one question in every shift, right? Modern physics mein till now we have seen almost 2 questions in every shift till now, 2 questions in average. So we'll discuss more about it. Let's see more. But yes, there were few topics which was not been covered in the initial shift, and from those topics still surface level questions, formula based questions, but those topics are also being covered right now, right? So Anand sir, you want to add something about chemistry more?
Yeah, if we see in the chemistry session, so we are getting very easy paper as you were saying from the day one. But we can say in the morning session and in the evening session for the today, too much easier paper compared to the morning shift. So you just have to be studying only the basic parts, just cover the basic part. There are some important topics also we are giving you after every paper we are giving you analysis. So just focus on that, okay. And there are many questions, simple name reaction, Itard reaction they are asking, 2 times they asked. Gatterman reaction they are asking question from periodic properties, asking question from group 14. First paper they have asked melting point. Same order, now they have asked ionization energy. So you just need to follow the basic properties. They are not asking so many reactions things, bigger reactions, easier reactions they are asking. So you just need to follow the basic things, you just have some patience. So we are getting the questions from the students like what type of reactions we should study from the organic chemistry. So in organic chemistry, you just need to follow the GOC part. IUPAC we are getting questions. Most of the time we are getting questions from isomerisms and hydrocarbon we are getting, aldehyde ketones we are getting. And apart from this, I will add one more thing, coordination compounds. Coordination compound, every time they are asking 1 or 2 questions. So you need to focus on that one also. And now, Mohit sir, you want to add something?
Okay, no, not as such. Let's start with the paper discussion then on physics. Before we start, I will invite all my physics team right now here, and we'll try to take the views on particularly on physics. Also, we'll try to conclude all the important formula list today on physics, which is relevant for our upcoming JEE shifts, right? So let me call all my teammates right now. Shishi sir, please come, please. Thank you. So I hope Anand sir will be back after in the problem solving, right? Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Hello students, so hope this paper is also like on the same level. So obviously you have done good in this paper also, those who have given exam and those who are here to check the paper and the marks. Okay, so best of luck. Let's start the count. Sir will be discussing before that. Ashish sir will be just saying something.
I just want to say like we have observed this paper like whatever the questions at present we received. So it's look like little bit different from all the 2 to 3 sessions which held previously, right? But we can say this is different. It's not like we are saying difficult, right? It's only different problems are again, it's a surface problem type things are there, right? It's not like very in-depth problems are there. So okay, now the Mohit sir will take forward and he will discuss the problems, right? Okay.
So let's start with paper analysis of JEE Mains 24 January shift 2. Dear all, these are the memory based questions as we want to again highlight. We'll not be focusing more on data, we'll be focusing on the concepts obviously. So let's try to see what are the concepts being covered. And finally we'll try to give you a proper analysis whether all the questions were easy, medium, how many were there. Yeah, but As per math sir has suggested that the paper is going towards lengthy, chemistry physics still towards, as sir said, different might be, but still easy, right? So let's begin with paper analysis or solving of the questions, right? Okay, fine. Okay, let's start with physics. Okay, so starting with the first question, dear all, a solid sphere and hollow sphere rolls down. So obviously it's the first question on rotation, RBD. Rolling topic, come on, we are leaving rolling topic thinking that it's out of syllabus, but questions are coming from the topic again and again and again in every shift. Let's start with it. Question, just a minute. Okay, so obviously the same type of question what we have seen till now. Rolling of the a solid sphere and a hollow sphere. This is one of the very common question we discuss in the class. One of the very common question which we discuss in the class. It's a straight question from our lecture notes, right? There are two sphere, hollow and solid. So if I say solid as 1 and hollow as 2, rolls down purely, but there is no energy loss obviously here. Pure equal distance on the same inclined plane. So we are seeing that whenever there is a question based on energy conservation or straight formula based off A equals to G sine theta by 1 plus I by mr square, we are seeing repeated question on this formula in every shift, right? So for solid sphere, the value of I is equals to 2 by 5 mr square, we know this, right? And the value of, this is I2, and the value of I1 is 2 by 3 mr square. If the mass is same, and radius given is same, then obviously moment of inertia of solid, moment of inertia of solid is lesser than moment of inertia of hollow, right? So if this I is small, then this A is big. So we can say that A1 is bigger than A2. So when A1 is bigger than A2, and since acceleration is constant, we can use the formula of 2 root over 2 times S by A, right? S equals to ut plus half at square, u is 0. So we can get the value of t from here, right? We see that value of A, if it is bigger, the value of t will be smaller. So if A1 is bigger than A2, then T1 is smaller than T2. So straight away we can see option number 2 is the answer, right? Okay, let's go with the next question. A solid sphere rolls without slipping on a horizontal plane. Again, one more question based on basics of rolling. So translation kinetic energy formula is what? Half mv square. And rotation kinetic energy formula is what? Half I omega square, right? It's kinetic energy translational to kinetic energy rotational kinetic energy. Half I omega square, half mv square. So let's write this as half mv square and half of I. What is I for a solid sphere? As I said in the last problem, it's 2 by 5 mr square. And what is the value of v? We can write omega, we can write as v by r. Omega goes to v by r, so v square by r square cancel. mv square cancel. Right? This 2 cancel. This will be equals to 5 by 2. So the answer will be option 4, 5 by 2, right? Let's go with the next question. If the acceleration due to gravity on the surface of Earth is g, then acceleration due to gravity on a planet whose diameter is 1 by 3 of that of our Earth and same mass. By the way, the formula for g, it's a very straight formula based question from gravitation. G is equals to gm by r square, right? The value of r is r by 3 now. So let's say the value of g prime is gm by r by 3, matlab r square by 9, which is 9 times of gm by r square. That's like 9g. You can see straight formula based question, right? 9 times g. So value of n will be equals to 9. Options is not given there, but yeah. Going for the next question, if E, P, C, M, and C denotes the energy, linear momentum, mass, speed of light, then the equation representing the correct relation could be. This question might look like anything, but it's simple principle of homogeneity from units and dimension. In the last shift, we didn't find any question on units and dimension in the morning shift today, but we are seeing a question from units and dimension in the second shift right now. It's a straight question from units and dimension. We know energy, E is for energy, right? E is for energy. We know that E is equals to PC, right? We can write dimensionally rather, momentum into speed. है ना? We can write this P into C. And that is also equals to MC square. So dimensionally, the dimension of MC square and dimension of PC and dimension of energy all are same. I hope we know this, right? We write energy equals to MC square. So from there, we can straight away say the dimension of this and this is same. Also, we can write P as MV, V into V, speed. So that will be MV square. Dimensionally will be same. So all these three are dimensionally same. So we can see option number 1 is the most appropriate one, or the right one. E square, P square, C square. And MC square square is M square to C to power 4. So option number 1 is the right answer. Right? Going forward with the next question. So question from basic thermometer concept, right? Which graph shows the relation between Celsius scale and Fahrenheit scale, right? C by 5 equals to F minus 32 by 9. We want to draw the graph, right? Okay, graph mein marking is absent here. So let me just understand. We want to draw, let's say, graph of C versus F. C versus F. Let me say it's a C versus F graph. It's a C versus F graph. Right? It's a C versus F graph. So we can write this as C equals to 5 by 9 into F minus 32 into 5 by 9. Right? 5 by 9. 32 into 5 by 9. Right? So anyways, if I say C as Y, 5 by 9 is equals to M, F is X. So straight mathematical tools based question. Y equals to mx minus c, where m is what? Slope. You can see slope is positive, but y-intercept is negative. So slope is positive, slope positive. This is not right. Slope positive, slope positive, slope positive. Now, but y-intercept is negative. Y-intercept is 0 here. The y-intercept is 0 here. है ना? Y-intercept is 0 here. Y-intercept is positive here. Y-intercept is negative. So we are going for negative y-intercept. We'll go for option C as the right answer. Fine. So till this, we have discussed little bit of questions from where we can understand these topics were not there in our previous physics shifts, right? This was the new question we can see. Dimension pe we didn't see question in the morning, but we can see right now. Gravitation में straight formula based question we are again able to observe, and we can see basic questions on basic RBD. Again, 2 questions on RBD. So matlab RBD is one of the most important question. And by the way, we'll ask chemistry sir to continue next. Chemistry ma'am, or rather Koma ma'am will be continuing next with our paper discussion. I hope we'll come back with more physics questions in a while. Let's take a small, short interval. We'll continue with chemistry questions in a while. Take care. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Hello to all the lovely JEE aspirant. So let's begin. Let's continue with the chemistry question. Hope you all had a great exam today. So those who are having the exam in the upcoming sessions, please share this live with them as it is very useful for them. Okay, so let's begin. Let's see what we are having the first question. Okay, the first question we are having is, just a second. Okay, we are good to go. So let's see what's the first question. Consider the following reactions. So basically first and second reaction, two reactions are given here. Now, in this two reactions, it is saying calculate del HR for the given equation. See, what's the given equation? S plus O2 giving you SO2. For this reaction, it is asking you delta HR. So how this final equation I am getting? See, in the first equation, sulfur is a reactant side, and in the last equation, in the final equation, sulfur is a reactant side. So we don't have to change this reaction. Do we have to multiply anything? No. Why? Here we are having the 1 mole sulfur. Here also I am having the 1 mole sulfur. Okay, so we are good to go with the first reaction. Now see for the second reaction, SO2 1 mole, SO2 1 mole. Okay, 1 mole is here, but what's the difference? SO2 here, in the second reaction, SO2 here is a reactant side, and in the final reaction SO2 is in the product side. That means first and second reaction I have to minus. Now before going to the final reaction, let's see what is the delta H1. When you see the delta H1, no, it is given plus 2x kilojoule, but you have to take in minus because it is given at the product side. So delta H1 will be your minus 2x, and delta H2 is your minus y kilojoule, right? So I just told you that first and second reaction you have to separate to get the resultant reaction. So basically how to find out del HR, just a second. How to give del HR? Del HR will be del H1 minus del H2. So what we are having, del H1 minus 2x minus y. So here I am having, sorry, not, yeah, minus y. So here we are having minus 2x plus y, minus 2x plus y. So option 4 is your correct answer. Option 4 is your correct answer, y minus 2x. Y minus 2x. Hope you all got it right. Easy question. Going to the next question. So what's the next question we are having, everyone? Okay, very, very simple question from the coordination compound. The question is coming from the CFT. The conditions and consequences that favor the T2G3 EG1 configuration in a metal complex. Okay, very easy question. T2G, G means octahedral. Octahedral complex का ये given है, so that means T2 having the lower energy, T2G having the lower energy, and EG obviously having the higher energy, and the difference between them is what? CFSE del naught, delta O, octahedral crystal field splitting energy. So what it is saying, T2G3, 1, 2, 3, and then EG1, T2G3, EG1. Can you see there is no pairing in the elements? Now when there is no pairing, so obviously I am having the high spin complex. So third and fourth are out from my list. Answer will be either from 1 or from 2. So let's see what is the answer. When is pairings? Can you see here pairing is not preferred. What is preferring? The preferring is what? It is going for the EG situation. So this situation held with the weak field ligand where the splitting energy is lesser than the pairing energy. So the answer will be weak field ligand and high spin complex. Hope this is very easy question. You all got it right. So question, we are having the second answer correct. Okay, let's see the next question, everyone. Moving on to the next question. When ethane 1,2-diamine is progressively added, what is it saying? Progressively added to aqueous solution of nickel 2 chloride, the sequence of color change observed. Now, bilkul, now this question is directly from the NCERT, directly from, just they picked up from the NCERT and given you, memory based question. So we know that whenever the nickel chloride met with the aqueous solution, it gave you what? NiH2O. whole 6, 2 positive, right? Which is of green color, which is of green color. So let's see in how many. First is green color. I think I got the answer with the first one only, that is option 4, but still let's see. So when it further met with ethyl 1,2 diamine, that is your En, it further gives you NiH2O whole 4 En. En, which is what? Which is of pale blue color, which is of pale blue color, pale blue color. Further it is going to give you NiH2O whole 4 En whole 2, which is what? Blue color pigment. And then further progressively, why it is said it is progressively added, so progressively added, keep adding En. Finally, it will give you, ending up giving you violet compound. Right? So option 4 is the correct answer. Hope you got it. If you have learned the NCERT religiously, then you will got this answer. Now in this session, we will see in this upcoming JEE Mains exam, the questions directly coming from the NCERT. So NCERT is very, very, very important. Coming to the next question. Next question is from what? Periodic table, ionization energy. Ionization energy comes questions very frequently. So let's see statement 1. First ionization energy, germanium is greater than Si, and first ionization energy, Pb is greater than Sn. So all the elements are given from the group 14, that is your carbon family. So let's see what is the carbon family. Carbon, silicon, germanium, Sn, Pb. So this is your group 14. So as we know that what is the general trend round the group, ionization energy decreases. As the atomic size increases, ionization energy decreases. So for the first equation, that germanium is having the greater ionization energy, okay, this option is correct. This statement is incorrect. Germanium, according to the general trend, germanium is having the lesser ionization energy than silicon. But what? If we go to the Sn and Pb, when we go to the Sn and Pb, student, please listen it very carefully. Pb is having the greater ionization energy than Sn due to one exception. What's that exception? Lengthenoid contraction. Due to lengthenoid contraction. So according to this concept, what is it? First ionization of Pb is greater than Sn. Yes, it is correct. So what will be my statement? First is false and statement 2 is true. So option D, again option D is correct. Hope you all got it correct. Now moving on to the next question. Oh my god, very easy question. First find the number of sp and sp2 are carbon atoms. How many sp and sp2 carbon atoms? Just see it very quickly. I am opening this compound for you. Right? It is something like this. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carbons. So I see only one bond is making, 3 bond must be there. So it is sp3 hybridization. This one is sp3 hybridization. Going to this one, this is sp2 hybridization due to 3 sigma bond. Okay, one must be there. It is also sp2 hybridization due to the 3 sigma bond. Coming to this one, sp2 hybridization, sp3 hybridization. Hope you are balancing, hope you are completing the covalency with the hydrogen. That you have to do by yourself, right? So this is sp2 hybridized carbon, again sp2 hybridized carbon and 2 sigma bond sp hybridization. So when you count it, sp hybridization is 1. 1 carbon is sp hybridized and how many are sp2 hybridized? sp2 hybridized, can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 are sp2 hybridized question. Very easy question, just you have to fulfill the valency of each and every carbon. Okay, so heading on to the next question. What we are having the next question? Reagent question. If you have learned the reagent, you got it easy. Match the following reaction with the respective reagents. Etard reaction. Etard reaction means A is Q. CrO2Cl2. Basic, matlab direct they had given you the reagent. Getterman reaction. Getterman reaction is what? Cu plus HCl, HCN. Right? So that means B is R. B is R. Getterman-Koch reaction. Getterman-Koch reaction is COHCl and hydrous. So that means C is S. And then last we are having the Stephen reduction. Stephen reduction, I don't think so. We have to tell you SnCl2 plus HCl, that is the P. Question. So direct question, if you have learned the reagent with the name reaction, you are obviously getting this question easy. ठीक है, moderate. Okay, we can give it a moderate level. Going to the next question. So this is the order according to it. So match the following cations in respective spin magnetic moment. Again, question from where? Coordination compound. Very easy question. See what it is given here. Titanium plus 3. And then scandium plus 3 it is given. And then it is given vanadium plus 2. And then nickel plus 2. First of all, what is the atomic number? Atomic number. Scandium, titanium, vanadium, and the nickel is having the 28 atomic number. Let's just simply see what is the argon is there. It will be 4s2, 3d2, 4s2, 3d1, 4s2, 3d3, and 4s2, 3d8. So let's see what is the, after the ionic, what we are having the configuration. After the removal of electron, plus 3 means 4s0, 3d1. That means 1 unpaired electron, 1 point something, there should be the answer. That means titanium will be as having the 1.83. This is my A, 1.83. Scandium. Scandium is again giving out plus 3. Plus 3 means 4s0, 3d0. 0 electron, 0 unpaired electron. Okay, so 0 answer. That means this is my option B is matching here. Vanadium 2 plus 4s0, 3d3. How many unpaired electron? 3 unpaired electron. So magnetic moment will be 3 point something. 3 point something is coming at the this one. This will match with the, and the nickel. Nickel is plus 2. That means 4s0, 3d8. If you see the unpaired electron 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Unpaired electrons are 2. 2 unpaired electron means 2 point something will be the magnetic moment. So it will be 2.83, option D. So again you can see it, how we took it out. I hope again this is an easy question only. You got everyone right. So further we are moving to the maths, handling this to the maths, sir. So sir, please. Okay, we are having the short break, 1 to 2 minute break, and heading on to buzzer. Thank you everyone.
Okay, hello dear student, I am Vijay's Maths faculty, Resonance Hyderabad. Now we are going to discuss mathematics. Okay, now see, next. Okay, so first question, what we got, that 7 equal to 5 plus 1 by 7. Acha, same kind of the question already came in previous shifts, but here 7, just a minute. Seven is equal to 5. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm just separating the terms of 5 one side and terms of alpha other side. Here we need to find the value of alpha. Okay, so 5 plus 5 by 7, these terms I'm separating one side. Then here we have 5 by 7 square, so on till infinite. So it is infinite GP. In the remaining terms, here we have alpha by 7 to alpha by 7 square, alpha common. If I take alpha common, then from here I am getting 1 by 7. In the next term, we are getting 2 by 7 square. Then in next term, you will get 3 by 7 cube, so on. Okay. Now, by the way, this is infinite GP. For that one, we can find the directly sum. A by 1 minus R, 5 by 1 minus R is 1 by 7. Okay. And for this sum, it is of the kind AZP format, so that's why we need to find these separately. I am assuming this sequence as S2. Now if you find the value of this sum, 1 by 7 plus 2 by 7 square, 3 by 7 cube, we multiply with R, that is 1 by 7, 1 by 7 S2. If you multiply by 1 by 7, this become 1 by 7 square. Here we are getting 2 by 7 cube, and then we subtract, multiply with the R and subtract. If we subtract, then S2 minus S2 by 7, that is 6 by 7 S2. Here 1 by 7. If you subtract 1 by 7 square, then this difference is 1 by 7 cube. Again it is infinite GP, that is A by 1 minus R. A is 1 by 7 minus R, R is also 1 by 7. It is 6 by 7. If you cancel, then what you will get? 1 by 6. Okay. 6 by 7, S2 equal to 1 by 6. So finally you will get value of S2, that is 7 by 36. Okay na? If we equate these two. Now I am going to put the value, this alpha as it is, and this sum what we got, that is 7 by 36. If we simplify this one, it is equal to 6 by 7, 7 in multiplication. So 7 equal to 35 by 6 plus 7 alpha by 36. By the way, if you cancel with 7, this one is 5 and here 7 cancel. 1 minus 5 by 6 will be 1 by 6 equal to alpha by 36. 6 to 36, 6 time cancel, and alpha equal to 6 you got. Okay, so value of alpha what we got? 6. Now for the next question. Next question from the binomial theorem, a easy problem. A and B are the binomial coefficient of the 30th and 12th term of the binomial expansion. 1 plus x power 2n minus 1. If 2a equal to 5b, then the value of n. What they are saying? 2a equal to 5b. What is the a? A is the coefficient of 30th term. Coefficient of 30th term from this expansion is 2n minus 1c 29. Okay. And equal to 5b. B is the coefficient of 12th term. Coefficient of 12th term is 2n minus 1c 11. Okay. Now we need to find the value of n. Just we use the formula, then we check which n is going to satisfy. Otherwise we will find twice of, if we put here 2n minus 1 factorial, then 29 factorial. I am just using the formula n minus r, that is equal to 2n minus 30 factorial. Equal to 5 times of 2n minus 1 factorial by 11 factorial, this one minus this, 2n minus 12 factorial. Just a minute. n minus 12 factorial. Okay, now here options are 20, 21, something like this one. So you need to check for 20, 21. If you put n equal to 21, then actually both will be equal. 21, then here we are getting 42 minus 1, 41 factorial. By the way, these two you can cancel directly. So 2, here 1 only. 29 factorial. If you put n equal to 21, then 42 minus 30, that is equal to 12 factorial. Okay. And here 5 by 11 factorial. If you put n equal to 21, 42 minus 12, that is equal to 30 factorial. If we cancel 29 factorial to this one, 30 time, 5 to 30, 6 time, okay. Then here 12, 11 factorial to this one, 12 time cancel, 2 to 12, 6 time cancel. Here we are getting 1 by 6, this side also we are getting 1 by 6. Your n value is 21, okay. Now the next question is, there is a group A of 5 boys and 3 girls and the another group B of 5 boys and 6 girls. How many ways can we invite the 4 boys and 4 girls for the party with 5 from the group A and 3 from the group B? So there are 2 groups. In group A, how many boys and girls we have? 5 boys are there and 3 girls are there. Okay, in group B we have 5 boys and 6 girls. Okay. How many ways can we invite the 4 boys and 4 girls for the party? 4 boys and 4 girls we need to invite, and so that from group A, 5 from group A and 3 from group B. So from this one we need to choose total 5 number of persons, and from this one total we need to choose 3 number of persons. I will write this one as cases wise. Okay, so 5 total we need to invite the 4 boys and 4 girls. Okay, so we will just form the cases. How many maximum girls we can invite from the group A? So first case, if we invite 3 girls, 3 girls from this one, total 4 girls we need to invite. So from here how many girls will be invited? 1. Okay, now 3 girls already, total you need to invite the 5 persons. So 2 from boys and remaining 2 boys will be from this one. Okay, 3 person from the group B and 5 person from the group A. Similarly, if we take 2 girls from the group A, then 3 boys we need to choose. And if 2 girls here, then from here 2 girls we need to select, because total 4 girls. Then remaining 1 boy we will choose from these 5. Similarly, next one, if 1 girl, then 4 boys will be chosen from here, because total 5 person we need to invite. If 1 girl here, then from this how many girls we need more? That is equal to 3. Then how many boys? 0, because total you need to invite the 4 girls and 4 boys. Now these are the only cases, there is no further case is possible. Now in the first case, if you write the number of ways, from 5 we are inviting 2, so 5C2. From these 3 we are inviting 3, so 3C3. Then from these 5 we are inviting 2, 5C2. From these 6 we are inviting 1, 6C1. In this case, from 5 we are inviting 3, 5C3. From these 3 we are inviting 2, 3C2. From these 5 we are inviting 1, 5C1. From these 6 we are inviting 2, 6C2. And finally in last case, from 5, 4, 5C4. From 3, 1, 3C1. From 5, 0, so 5C0 or directly write 1, and 6C3. Now just we need to add these 3 terms and you will get your answer, total number of ways. Okay. So coming to next question, equation of chord of the ellipse with 3, 1 as midpoint. This you can say that easiest question they can ask from the conic section, because directly formula you have, that is T equal to S1. That is the conic ellipse you have, and they are asking equation of chord whose midpoint is 3, 1. If midpoint is given, then equation of chord is T equal to S1. For the T, x square replaced by x, x1, this is x1 and y1. So x square replaced by 3x, x1 by 25 as it is. Y square replaced by y, y1, so y into 1 divide by 16, minus 1 here, then S1. S1 it means just simply put the point in equation. If you put 3, 1 here, it is 9 by 25 plus 1 by 16 and minus 1. This minus 1 cancel. In left side I am taking the LCM, that is equal to 25 into 16. 16 multiply this side, 48x plus 25y. And this side again 25 into 16 LCM. Here 16 into 9, 144 and plus 25. This denominator got cancelled out. Then you got 48x plus 25y. Now please comment how many students got this one as correct answer. It means you got the correct answer from conic. If you revise only lecture note, still you will get the marks for this question. Okay, minus 169 equal to 0. So that's why always I suggest don't conclude like this one, that chapter is easy or difficult, I will leave this chapter, I will revise the other. Just simply if you are willing to let something, still revise the lecture notes. That is necessary, because you never know from which chapter you got the easy questions. Okay, and in maths every question is important. Even if you are able to increase your marks by 4, still be good enough. Okay. So here we got the answer, 48x plus 25y minus 169. This one is correct. Now the next question, if the system of equation has infinite solution, then the value of lambda plus mu. This is system of equation. Acha, by the way, again, if you compare in last 4 shifts, these 4 shifts, out of 4, in 3, they ask the question from the system of equation. Okay, so it means system of equation is important topic. Those all who are going to write the exam in upcoming shifts, please remember it. So system of equation has infinite solution. Then the lambda plus mu is equal to. Acha, system of equation has infinite solution. It means all the delta, delta 1, delta 2, delta 3, all are equal to 0. Okay, now already they give that system of equation has infinite solution. So I will choose any 2 delta equal to 0. I will find the value of lambda mu, then we add. Okay, na? We are not going to find the all 4 delta because it is already given that infinite solution. So first, to get the value of mu, I am going to replace this one by 2533, it means delta 2. What I am using? For the infinite solution condition is delta, delta 1, delta 2, delta 3, all are equal to 0. First I am using delta 2 equal to 0. Okay. So 1, 2, 4. These element I am going to replace with the constant term 2, 5. Actually first I am removing the lambda so that mu we will get 33, then minus 3, 5 and mu equal to 0. Okay, I am expanding with respect to R3, 4 into 10 minus 15, that is equal to 25. Then minus 33 into 5 plus 6, that is 11, and plus mu into 5 minus 4, that is 1, equal to 0. It is mu. Now this side what you will get? 33 into 11 minus 4 into 25, that is 100. 33 into 11 is 363. 363 minus 100, that is equal to 263. This is the value of mu. Now further we need value of lambda. For the lambda, I will remove this mu part, so we find the delta 3 and equal to 0. Now for the next part, I am just putting delta 3 equal to 0. Now what is the delta 3? 1, 2, 4, 2 lambda and then 3. And here I am just replacing 2, 5 and 33 equal to 0. We will simplify it if I expand with respect to R1. 1 into 33 lambda minus 15, then minus 2 into 66 minus 20, 46, and plus 2 into 6 minus 4 lambda, and that is equal to 0. Okay, 33 lambda and minus 8 lambda, that is equal to 25 lambda, minus 15 and minus 92 and plus 12. Minus 92 plus 12 is minus 80. Minus 80 and minus 15 minus 95 equal to 0. If we find the value of lambda, 95 by 25, that is equal to 19 by 5. We got the lambda and mu, and what we want? Lambda plus mu, that is equal to 263 plus 19 by 5. If you take the LCM, you will get your answer, and that will be going to be 13334 by 5. Okay. Now the next question from the sequence series. Okay, and it is easy also now, because Sn denote the sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic progression. S40 equal to 1030, S12 equal to 57, then the value of S30 minus S10. Okay, so if we simplify these two equations, you will find the A and D, but first I am going to simplify it. What actually we required? S30 minus S10. S30 sum of 30 term, n by 2, that is 15 into 2a plus n minus 1, 29d. And here S10 n by 2, 5, 2a plus 9d. Okay, if you take 5 common, then 3, 6a. That is 87d. I took 5 common only, minus 2a and minus 9d. So 5 into 4a plus this one is 78d. That value only we need to find. Now just check what they give. S40. S40 equal to 1030, n by 2, that is 20. 2a plus n minus 1, 39d equal to 1030. Okay, this 2 and 2 cancel. If we multiply, then 4a and this one is 78d equal to 103. Okay, actually, by the way, they asked directly. Even see, if we use S12, by solving this equation in terms of AD, and by using S12, you will get another equation in terms of AD. If you solve, you will get A and D. But right now, even might be that is not required, because directly we put the value here now, 4A plus 78D. So what will be the value? This one is equal to 103. So finally, we got 515. Is there any option? 515. Okay, so this was the easy one. Now for the next physics, sir, we'll take the charge. Thank you very much.
Okay, so hello everyone. I hope you did the paper very well, right? Because as you have observed, we have discussed the 5 questions earlier, right? And now I am just going to discuss the next few questions. So basically what we are observing in this, the questions are from the different topics, but it's also the very basic problems are there, right? If you have just go through the formulas, then you will just get the maximum marks in that one, right? Okay, so now let's start with the problems over here, right? So let's see here, this one is the first problem we have, right? Let's see here. Like what they're asking to us, they're asking power of two sources S1 and S2, right, are in the ratio of 2:1, and this is the photons per second of 600 nanometer from S1, right? So simply just imagine we have a two sources, this is S1 and this source is what? S2, power of this one is P1 and power of this one is what? P2, right? So in this one what they are saying, this one is just producing the photon of wavelength 600 nanometer and this one is producing the photon of wavelength 300 nanometer, right? And it's given that the number of photons per second, let's say number of photon per second is n, so n is equals to 2 into 10 to the power 15 over here, it's given. This is n1 we have. So they are asking what is the number of photon producing by this P2, right? So let's see here. What we know about the energy, energy is equals to simply h nu, right? For n photons, if we are writing, let's write it directly. Like what is P? P is equals to n into h nu by t, right? This n by t number of photon per second they have given. So you can just put it here. This is n into, this can be written as hc by lambda over here. Simply P is proportional to n by lambda. So P1 by P2 is equals to, if we are writing, so it will be what? N1 by N2 into lambda 2 by lambda 1, you can observe, right? So they have given the ratio of power, the ratio of power is what? 2:1, right? So let's put it here. So this is 2 by 1 is equals to N1 is given as 2 into 10 to the power 15 over here by this is N2 and into the lambda 2 by lambda 1, this is 300 by this is what? 600 over here. So what is the N2 we have? N2 is 1 by 2 into 10 to the power 15. So you can say simply 5 into 10 to the power 14 over here. So this is the number of photons produced by this one, right? Okay, now let's move on the next problem. Let's see here. Temperature of a body. Basically this problem is from the Newton's law of cooling, right? In general they are saying the Newton's law of cooling is not in syllabus, but they have given the problem based on that one, right? So let's see here. The temperature of a body reduces from 40 degrees centigrade to 24 degrees centigrade in 4 minutes, right? Okay. So in surrounding of 16 degrees centigrade, what is the temperature of the body after further 4 minutes, right? So they are asking the temperature of body after 4 minutes. You know what's the formula for that one that we are teaching in the classes. This is equals to K and this is T average minus this is T of surrounding, right? So let's apply this formula in this case. So what is the temperature difference is here? The temperature difference is 16, the time is 4 minutes, and this is K into, what is the average of this one? This is 64 to, it's a 32 over here, and surrounding temperature is 16. If we are writing for the next one, then what for that one? Let's say temperature becomes T, so it's a 24 minus T by 4 minutes, and this is equals to what? K. What is the average we have? T plus 24 by 2 minus this is what? 16 over here. So you can just divide to this one. It will be cancelled out over here. This is K will be cancelled out with the K. This is also, you know, 16 and 16 over here, right? So from here, after solving, you will get T is equals to 56 by 3 degrees centigrade, right? From solving, you will get it, okay? So what's the answer we have? Third option, right? Now, let's move on the next one. Okay, this is the problem we have, right? The position of the particle varies with time as r equals to this. The magnitude and direction of velocity at t equals to 1 by 2 second, right? So what is the velocity at 1 by 2 second? This is r is given. So what's the velocity we all know here? Velocity is equals to, it's simply dr by dt, right? So when we are just writing its velocity over here, so it's a dr by dt. Let's differentiate it. It's 10t I cap minus, what is this one? This is 5t and this is j cap, right? When you will differentiate it, when you will differentiate in this one, so what is the differentiation of t is here? It's 1, right? So we have to find at which time? We have to find at t equals to half second. So let's put it here. So v is equals to 5 I cap minus 5 j cap, right? So 5 I cap minus 5 j cap, what's the direction of this one? I cap is, you know, it's a positive x-axis, negative y-axis. So you can say this is the vector we have. So this is 5 I cap and this is minus 5 j cap, right? So what's the angle is here? This angle is 45. So it's a 45 degree from the positive x-axis. I mean, it's in opposite direction, so we have to take it negative. So first option is correct for this one, right? Okay. Now let's move on next one. And one more thing I am just telling you, in general you can observe in this, if you are observing this problem, I mean in kinematics basically they are asking the problem, two topics, kinematics and projectile. They are asking the frequently problem on this one, right? Now let's move on the next one. Okay, this is the problem we have. In the given thermodynamics process, okay, circular, okay, find the magnitude of work done. Magnitude of work done they are asking. The gas in a cyclic ABCA, right? Where is ABCA? This is A, BCA. This is the process we have. Why they have called about magnitude? Because, you know, the work done is negative because volume is decreases over here, right? For a higher cycle. So in this one, how we will solve it here? You know, in this case, we are finding the area of this loop, right? So what is the area of this loop? Of course, it's look like circle, but you know, this variables are not same, right? So we have to consider it as a ellipse. So what is the area of this one we have? The area is pi AB for ellipse. So half we need, so it's the pi AB by 2 over here, right? Now let's calculate it. So what's the result we have? The work done, I mean we are directly writing its magnitude. So this is pi, what is the A we have? A is, I mean A is the semi major axis, B is the semi minor axis. You can see half means, right? So this complete is 200. So what is this half? 100. But this is an ml. So you will say this is 100 into 10 to the power minus 6 into what for that one? It's a kilopascal over here. 200 again. It's 100 over here. So this is 100 into 10 to the power 3 over here by 2 because we have to take half part of that one, right? Okay, so now let's move on the next one. It will be cancelled out. This is 10 to the power 4, 7. So it's basically 10 pi by 2 over here, right? So 10 pi by 2 means 5 pi is the answer, right? So we can say this one is the correct answer we have. Now let's move on the next one. Okay, so this is the very basic problem we have. In this problem, you can observe arrange the following in the order of decreasing wavelength. Like you can observe in this one, what are the given things we have? The microwave, ultraviolet, infrared, X-ray, right? How we are writing it? Like we are going through in general, you can say cosmic are there, gamma are there, then X-ray are there, then we are saying ultraviolet is there, then VIBGYOR is there, then infrared, then radio, then we are coming on what? Micro, right? So on moving on this side, you can say the wavelength is increases over here, right? So you can see in this one, micro have the larger wavelength, right? So A should be higher. Now after micro, you can say infrared is there. So A, after A, C, so only this option is there. So no need to think about other, right? D is, of course, D is the X-ray, so D has the minimum wavelength, right? Okay. Now let's move on the next one. So on what's the given, we have one sphere is charged with Q equals to this 4 into 10 to the power minus 8 coulomb, and then other identical sphere is initially uncharged. After connecting them with the wire, experience force is this. Find the distance between them, right? So what is the distance between them if we are calculating? So they are saying this is charged sphere we have, right? And this is uncharged sphere we have. The distances are over here. You know, if we are connecting them, what's the charges here? It's Q by 2. So you can say after, if we are connecting to them, charge becomes Q by 2 on this, and charge becomes Q by 2 on this, and the separation is what? R over here, right? So in this one, let's say how we'll solve over here. So formula of the force is equals to R. Force is equals to, in general, K, Q1, Q2 by what? R square over here. So force they have given, we have, let's put the data. So this is 9 into 10 to the power minus 3 is equals to K is 9 into 10 to the power 9 into Q1 into Q2, so it's Q square by 4 by R square over here, right? So Q is given over here, we can put that one as well. 9 will be cancelled out with the 9. So what's the result we have? This is 10 to the power minus 12 is equals to, this is 4 is here, and this is Q square, means this is 16 into 10 to the power, it's minus 16 by R square, right? So by solving here, you will get the value of R as well. So what will be the value of R if we are writing over here? So you will say the R square is equals to 4 into 10 to the power minus 4 we are getting. So R is equals to 4, sorry, if we'll take the R, it will be root. So 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter is here. So you can say basically it's 2 centimeter, right? So this is the answer we have, okay? So we have completed this one, and right now the chemistry cell will come, right? The Vamsi sir will come and he will just give you some analysis of the chemistry paper and take forward the discussion, right? Okay, thank you.
Okay. Hello students, good evening. So let's see the discussion for some of the questions of chemistry part, and then in the later, once we receive sufficient number of questions, I will also go through the entire chemistry paper analysis also. So let's discuss a few of the questions first, conceptual. Coming to this question, this is a very good question coming from organic chemistry. So they have converted aniline into para-bromo-aniline, right? So how this conversion can be done? So that to be with the help of what set of reagents, in what sequence this conversion can be successful, okay? Suppose first you see to the aniline, in aniline whatever NH2 group is there, in aniline whatever NH2 group is there, that NH2 group is a ring activating group, right? So as it is a ring activating group, and if you do bromination directly, there will be polybromination happening. That means at both ortho positions bromine will come, and at para position also bromine will come 2,4,6 tribromoaniline you will be getting. But what we want is only one bromine, that too at para position. So for this reason, the strong ring activating NH2 group, its ring activating nature should be decreased, controlled. For that, what we do is a functional group masking or functional group protection. For functional group protection, we can use acetic anhydride. So in all these three options, acetic anhydride is there. Therefore, first option will be wrong, right? So first I will do functional group protection using acetic anhydride, and then we will discuss the further reagents also. Okay. So this NH2, we are treating it with acetic anhydride, AC2O. What happens during this reaction, I will show it at the end, see. And for the space constraint, I will take the benzene ring as a phenyl, okay na? PH, NH, H. I have written aniline like this. Now, acetic anhydride. Acetic anhydride is what? CH3, C double bond O, O, C double bond O, CH3. So from between these two compounds, there will be elimination of one acetic acid molecule. Actually, this reaction follows SN2TH mechanism, but I am explaining you in a simpler manner here in the quick discussion, right? So when acetic acid is removed, this NH will be directly bonded with C double bond O, and you will be getting it as a PH, NH, C double bond O, CH3. So this is the compound you will be getting, right? So if I write this compound here, NH, C double bond O, CH3, right? Now from this compound, what you need to do? Bromination has to be done. Now already the strong ring activating group got converted into moderate ring activating group. So the activity of benzene ring got decreased. Now if you do bromination, you will get monobrominated products only. There will be no problem for polybromination. That too, as this is a bulky group present at ipso position, at ortho positions, steric crowding problem will come that bromination will not happen at ortho position. Only para position is the one which is freely available. So the bromonium ion electrophile will attack at para position, giving rise to this compound para bromoamide, NH, C double bond O, CH3. But what in the final product we want? Only NH2. That means we have to remove this C double bond O, CH3 group. That is acetyl group has to be removed. So for amide or ester can be hydrolyzed in acidic medium, right? So H2O in presence of H plus ion, this can be broken, right? So this side you can add H plus ion, and this side you can add OH minus. So in this manner, CH3, C double bond OH, acetic acid will go out, that NH minus will take the H plus and will become NH2. So para bromo aniline you will be getting. So this is the set of reagents. Now you can see in the four options, in which option this series of reagents are present, right? So this is a Br2 in presence of some Lewis acid, okay na? So acetic anhydride is there, then here sulfuric acid Fe plus Br2, Br2 plus Fe. That means this also can be eliminated, and between these two, at the end you need to do acidic hydrolysis. Amide will be broken down into amine, and you can get amine and carboxylic acid also. Or else you can also do one more thing. What if we are hydrolyzing with NaOH, right? So here also you can get it, but hydrolysis in acidic medium can give you final product aniline, right na? So this can be the answer. Next, coming to, in a compound contains, this is actually mole concept related question. Mole concept related question. In this question, 54.2% of carbon is there, 9.2% of hydrogen is there, and the rest is oxygen present, right? So you might remember this point, how to calculate empirical formula from the percentages masses of the elements given, right? So if I put these data, right, carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, if I directly calculate using this data, mass by 54.2 by 12, then 9.2 by 1, and rest of the compound is 54.2, 9.2, right? This is a 4, then 9, 10, 13, 6, 100 minus 63.4, right? 6, 6, then 36.6% of oxygen is also there, right? 36.6% oxygen is there divided by 16. Its atomic mass. Mass percentage divided by atomic mass. You will be getting some values, right? Now these values will be divided by the simplest value coming here. So if you do like that, the ratio we will be getting is 2 is to 4 is to 1. Roughly 2 is to 4 is to 1 we will be getting. Then here 2 carbon, that means empirical formula what you can say? C2H4O1, right? And C2H4O1 is the empirical formula. And what is the mass of this empirical mass of this empirical formula? That is 12 to the 24 plus 4 hydrogen plus 1 oxygen 16, 14, 4. So 44 is the empirical mass, and if empirical mass is 44, then molecular mass is given. Molecular mass divided by empirical mass, right? That is molecular mass is given 132 divided by empirical mass is given 44. So this will come to around this will come to around 3, right na? So this will come to around 3. Therefore you can say that molecular formula is empirical formula into 3, that is C2H4O1 into 3, that will come to C6H12O3. So which option is having this C6H12O3? This one. So in this manner you can do this calculation. It is a very basic mole concept related question only, very frequent question. In PYQs also many a time this question has come. So that's it. Calculate the degree of unsaturation of a hydrocarbon having molecular mass, molar mass 80 grams per mole containing 90% of carbon. Molar mass is 80 grams per mole, out of which 90% is carbon only. What is the 90% of? 90% of 80 is 72, right? 72 grams, right? So 8 times 80, 8 times 72, right? So 72 grams is carbon. Then what is the remaining 8 grams? The difference of carbon, total mass to the carbon is 8 grams. 8 grams is of hydrogen, right? And 72 grams of carbon indicates how many carbon atoms? 72 divided by 12, right na? So 72 divided by 12. 12 6 is 72. So 6 carbon atoms are there, and coming to 8 hydrogen, 8 divided by 1. Yeah. So let's continue. So as I was telling, cytosine is the one which will have single keto group, that is this one, and leftover are these two structures in which two keto groups are there. You can see two C double bond O groups are there, and thiamine is the one which will be having the methyl group. This is the methyl group, right? Na? Thiamine is the one which will have the methyl group, that is this one, and uracil is the one which will not have the methyl group. By introducing that, by adding that methyl group only during evolution, the mutations in a DNA, the mutations in nucleic acids, genetic material is restricted by developing the RNA into DNA. Okay. So this is one fact-based question. Actually, to say, it is very confusing or very difficult to solve. If we know it, then only we can do it. Otherwise, it will be difficult, right? Even though it is a direct question. Then correct order of melting point of 14th group elements. 14th group elements, right? In 14th group elements, when you come from carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead, from top to bottom when you are coming, the melting point will be decreasing. So gradually the melting point will be decreasing. It is a direct question from the table given in NCERT, right? Physical properties are given: melting point, boiling point, density, ionization energy, 1, 2, 3, atomic size, ionic size, like different points are given. So from that only this concept has come. Okay. So from that only this question is picked up from NCERT. So here carbon, if you see the 14th group elements: carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead. So actually the melting point should decrease from top to bottom, that is carbon to lead. But only in lead the melting point will be little higher than that of tin. That you can see in the values also in the NCERT textbook. Little higher lead will be having than tin. So therefore the order will come to carbon, silicon, germanium, lead, then tin will come. So in this manner we can again say one more question came from NCERT textbook. Direct question came from NCERT textbook. Wherever this type of exceptions are there, all these exceptions you have to write somewhere at the end of your notes, like that some collection you have to make, and when you are at the end of the exams, all these exceptions should be gone through. Roughly we have to go through. Then this type of every test paper will be having 1 or 2 questions from this type of data, right? A little different from the normal trend, normal observation. That all will become the questions in examinations, right? The next, how many stereoisomers are possible for, sorry, we didn't tick mark the answer for this question, right? So it is carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead, carbon, silicon, germanium, lead, tin. So first option is correct here. Okay, na? Then coming to how many stereoisomers are possible for 5-phenyl pent 4-ene-2-ol. First of all, I will take the word root. Word root is here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon. Then randomly I will give numbering, right? So suppose I assume that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So according to this numbering, I will put the substituents and functional groups. Okay, na? So second position OH group should be there. Then fourth position double bond should be there. That is, this is the double bond position, and fifth position on the fifth carbon phenyl group should be there. That is this one. So that means overall to say the compound is pH, CH double bond CH, CH2, CH, OH, CH3. So in this compound he is asking how many stereoisomers are possible. But when he is asking about total number of stereoisomers, first of all you have to be careful. Is he asking for optical isomers or geometrical isomers or both? Right? Specifically he did not mention which type of isomers he want, but he told in general as a stereoisomers only. Therefore both have to be considered, right? So in this case if you see, this is a geometrical stereo center, and this is the optical stereo center. So there is one geometrical stereo center and one optical stereo center, and overall molecule is unsymmetrical, right? So when overall molecule is unsymmetrical, total number of stereoisomers stereoisomers, optical stereoisomers plus geometrical stereoisomers all together, it will be 2 to the power of n, where n is the total number of stereo centers. 2 stereo centers here, one geometrical stereo center, one optical stereo center. Therefore, it will be 2 to the power of 2, that is 4 stereoisomers will come. And what are that 4 stereoisomers also you can write, see. Suppose a geometrical stereo center, we are having trans conformation, right? Trans arrangement. Then optical stereo center, we can have R configuration. Geometrical stereo center, trans configuration is there, and optical stereo center, S configuration can be there, and geometrical C, R, C, S. So in this manner, these are the 4 possibilities or 4 stereoisomers possible for this compound. Okay, na? So simple question. So overall to say, in comparison to morning shift, this shift is very much comfortable for the students, especially for chemistry point of view. Till the questions we have got, we got till now 14 to 15 questions we got, and in none of the question there is any big challenge, right? So students are little to say are in an advantage side only in this phase, right? So till we get the leftover questions from chemistry, we will continue with maths questions by Vivek sir. Thank you.
Here otherwise. Okay, na? Hello student, myself Vivek Kumar. I am going to discuss with you the few mathematics sum. So on the board it is there the matrix question. Yeah. Two cross two invertible matrix means which inverse are the possible. So 2 cross 2 we can take A, B, C, D. That is the general thing only. So A how many way? 2 way. Because here mentioned entries are 0 and 1 only. So A2, this is also 2 way, this is also 2 way, this is also 2 way. So total number of way 2 to the power 4, 16. That also we can say the NS. What you can do here, instead of finding how many invertible, better I will suggest you try to be find how many are not going to be invertible. Means those det value are is equal to 0. So we can check how many the det value are going to become a 0. Yes, this det value is equal to 0. This det value is equal to also 0. Here you can see. Again I am going to rotate this one. 1, 1. Here I will take the 1. Again we can take 1, 1, 0, 0. Again we can take here 1, 1, 0, 0. So what we can find here, out of the 16, this is the 6 one is there. That inverse is not at all possible. So how many the inverse are possible? So from the 16 minus 6, so 10 inverse are the possible. Means the 10 matrix will come like that, which is the invertible matrix. So 10 by 16, 2. By the way, 2, so this will come the 5 and it will come the 8. So what we can get? 5 by 8, our answer. So how many matrices are the probability is there? Then P is equal to, all of you know, P is equal to NE by NS. So what we can find, the NE is equal to 16 minus 6, 10 by 16. So we can get the probability 5 by 8. Understood, all of you? Now we can see the another sum. This sum is there, the area region enclosed by the curve, this one and this one. We have to be concentrate into the diagram. After that, the diagram calculation you have to be do. Y is equal to Ex is there. So how we can draw the diagram of this one? This diagram we can draw like that. Y is equal to Ex minus 1 is there. We have to be take the transformation of that one. Means if we can observe here, so this diagram only, this diagram 1 unit it is going to become a down. So 1 unit it is going to become a down, means our diagram is like that. This is the Ex minus 1. But same time here modulus is there. So which is the negative, that become the positive. So like that the diagram will come. Now this same diagram, both we are going to be combined. If both we are going to be combined, so our diagram will come almost like that. From here, it is not at all going to be touch. That means this curve and y-axis. Y-axis means our this part. So which part area we have to be find? This part area we have to be find. So we have to be find the intersection point of this one. So how we can find the intersection point? This y equate with this y, Ex. You can see here, this side na less than 0 is there, less than 0. So modulus we can remove. So minus Ex plus 1 will come. Means 2Ex is equal to 1. So Ex is equal to, we can get 1 by 2. We can take log on both sides. So x equal to minus log 2. So here the x coordinate we can find minus log 2. And here up to that x equal to 0. Now we can take the integration of this one. Ex less than 0 part is there. So minus of Ex minus 1. Ex minus 1 minus log 2 to 0 dx. Here you can see this part is equal to minus 1 dx minus log 2 to 0. So that value is equal to log 2. We can find the area. So this area is equal to what we can find? Log 2 is our area. Not much calculative here. Yeah. Now we can see. This is again the interesting sum only. First of all, try to draw the minimum diagram of this one. After once you can know the minimum, then this is the quadratic equation easily we can find. And then we can find the number of intersection point. As you know, number of intersection point is equal to number of solution. So minimum, draw the diagram this one. X plus 2 modulus is there. X plus 2 modulus are there. So x plus 2 minus 2 modulus diagram is like that it will come. this coordinate is equal to 2 only. 0, comma 2, minus 2, comma 0. Next is there modulus of x minus 3. If the modulus of x minus 3, so this is 1, 2, 3. 3, comma 0. Again same way only. Diagram. We have to find the minimum part here. So how we can find the minimum here? You can see here. Up to this side, this is the minimum only. This is the minimum only. And here, this is the minimum only. So this part we are going to be cancel. So for the minimum diagram is there, only this part is our the minimum. If you want to make a diagram fresh, you can do like that. Yeah, this part is there. Three comma 0. Now we can come to the quadratic equation. Quadratic equation, x square plus 3x plus 2 is there. So we can find here the turning point. So turning point, what we can find the turning point here, we can differentiate. So 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. So x equal to minus 3 by 2. Now this value we can keep here. Means from here you can see minus 3 by 2, here it will come. In this point, minus 3 by 2. After that, this value we can keep here. So 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2 whole square. By the way, whole square is there, so no need to be keep the minus. 9 by 2 plus 2. So 9 by 4 minus 9 by 2 plus 2. 4 we can take here the LCM. So 9 minus 18 plus 8. So what we should get here? 9 plus 8 become the 17. 17 minus 18. So minus 1 by 4. Means diagram of this one from here. Again one confusion will come here. What the confusion will come? Ki maybe like that diagram, yeah, maybe the like diagram. Here in this side no problem. Diagram will go like that. X equal to 0, na? So 2 will come. By the way, this point is the 2. So like that it is going to be moved. Like that it is going to be moved, the diagram. Here you can see. But the same time you can keep the minus 2. So it is also going to be satisfied here. Means this diagram from here like that, and it is going to be moved again like that only. So what we can observe here, in the 2 point of intersection are there. 2 point of intersection are there. So we can say the number of solution is equal to 2 we can get. Yeah, next sum. We have to be find here about this function, ki this function is whether the one function, ya many one function, onto function, into function. As all of you know, for the finding the one function, just we can differentiate and we can check for all the value, it is coming whether the greater than 0 or less than 0. If always greater than 0, you are always less than 0, means we can say strictly increasing or strictly decreasing, then we can say this function are the one function. So obviously we have to be differentiate this one, f dash x, 2 to the power x, 2 to the power minus x. Now this part we are going to be differentiate, so 2 to the power x log 2, minus is there, so that differentiation become plus, and log 2, this part, minus now, this part we can keep here, 2 to the power x minus 2 to the power minus x, and this denominator part differentiation 2 to the power x log 2, this is become the minus 2 to the power minus x log 2 divided by 2 to the power x plus 2 to the power minus x whole square it will come. Now what you can do, log 2 is here and here also log 2. So we are going to take the log 2 common. So if I am taking the log 2 common, so what we should get here, 2 to the power x plus 2 to the power minus x whole square minus, by the way, denominator part, no need to be take tension because denominator part is always positive only because the square term is there. So we can think this one only. So here you can find this whole square is going to be cancelled. Here constant term 2 will come, there constant term minus 2. So 2 and minus 2, 4. Log 2. Now you can keep the any x value, always this will come the positive only. If it will come always positive, that means this is the 1 function. If not will come, then we can say about the many one. But it is coming always greater than 0, any value of the x you can keep greater than 0. So that's why this is the 1 function. So 1 function means, by the way, 4 option we are going to be cancelled. Again we have to be check it is the onto function is there or not. We have to be check this is the onto function is there or not. Onto function we have to be check here. So what the onto function is there, indirectly we have to be check for all the y value whether we are going to get x value or not. Now we can keep the f of x value and then we can find the f of x value, then we can find the x value. It will take more time. So what you have to do here, you can convert this one in terms of the y. So how we can convert in terms of the y? Yeah, see here, all of you. So f of x is there, na? So y, this one, 2 to the power x, whole square minus 1, 2 to the power x whole square plus 1. Now you can take the, what we have to do? X in terms of y. So y 2 to the power x whole square plus y 2 to the power x whole square minus 1. This side you can take y plus 1 is equal to 2 to the power x whole square from there 1 minus y. So 2 to the power x equal to, we can get under root of y plus 1, 1 minus y. Now we can find the y value. Here we can find the y value, then we can check this y value is coming under that or not. If it is coming under that, that means it is the onto function. A single value of the y is not coming under that, then we can say it is not a onto function. So what we can do here, we have to take the baby curve method. So baby curve method, y plus 1, 1 minus y greater than 0. If the greater than 0, so here this value will come between minus 1 to 1, all the value. So we can say. By the way, somebody will think like that, sir, this is the equal to 0. No, not equal to 0. Only the domain then equal to 0. But here you can see 2 to the power x is given. That is never become equal to be 0. So we have to neglect those cases here. Clear? Chalo. Now we can see the next sum. Yeah. Determinant sum is there. Hopefully easy sum only. Look like the less calculation also. First of all, when the determinant sum will come, some of the students, what they are doing, directly they are going to be multiply. Yeah, they are going to be expand the determinant. If you can expand the determinant, you are able to be solve the sum. But what the problem will come? More calculation. So try to make more number of 0 inside. Once you can make more number of 0 inside, so it become little bit easy. So what I am going to do here, R1 tends to R1 minus R2. So what it will come? This minus this. This minus this minus and this is equal to 0. We can get now A sin x by x, B A 1, B plus sin x by x. By the way, 1 0 we got already. Little bit calculation are easy. But if the first row we can get the 2 0, calculation become more easy. So again, next step what we are going to do, both you can add. Means column 1 tends to column 1 plus column 2. If we can add here, so you can see what the things will come. By the way, this thing are going to become a 0, this and this. So we can write here 0 minus sin x by x. This is also 0. Here you can see 1 plus a plus sin x y x. This one 1 plus sin x by x. This as it is. Only the column 1 is going to be changed. Here you can take what the value will come, a plus 1. Here it will come the a plus 1. This is again the 1 only. Here b plus sin x by x. Now we are going to be expand. So what we are going to be expand? This one minus, so this become plus. Yeah, all of you must be concentrate here. Cross multiplication here. If the cross multiplication, what the things will come? 1 plus a plus sin x yx b plus sin x by x minus b a plus 1. Here only you can use the limit now. Limit x tends to 0. If the limit x tends to 0, so what we can find here? Sin x by x, 1. This is the 1, this one. 2 plus a. This one, b plus 1. This one, multiply ab minus b. Try to be find the, this one, 2b, AB, 2. One thing always I will suggest you, whenever the calculation part will come, especially in the maths, keep the patience. In the relaxed mind try to do. Because little bit distraction also, na, you are going to be 4 to minus 1 marks. Yeah. Cancel. B, 2b and b. So 2 plus a plus b is there. This equate with that one. So constant term lambda is equal to 2. Coefficient of a alpha 1. Coefficient b is the beta, that is also 1. Now here you can keep 2 plus 1 whole square means 16. So we can get the answer here, the 16. Chalo, hopefully all of you understood. Yeah. Now we can see this sum. Just you can see the dy by dx. Easily we can judge here. This is the belongs to the differential equation. And again 2 cos x is there. And here y and dy by dx. This is the hints are there in the question. So we can judge this is belongs to the differential equation. If the differential equation, so 2 cos x dy by dx, this end on that side, plus 4 by sin x is equal to, keep the sin 2x. Better sin 2x we can write 2 sin x into cos x is there. 2 sin x into cos x. Now 2 cos x you are going to be divide. What the value will come? Dy by dx 2 by tan x. Now you can see we can get the standard form of the linear differential equation type. Means this is the linear equation type we can get. Once you can get the linear equation type, so dy by dx, so y into e 2 tan x dx is equal to sin x e 2 tan x dx plus c. For arbitrary constant only this value are given. Solving also easy only. What we can do, you can see here, tan x differentiation will come the minus log cos x. Minus log cos x. This one, sin x into e, same thing only, minus 2 log cos x. It is the dx. See here, minus 2 power will go into the cos x. So cos to the power minus 2, it will come down. So this become the cos square x. Here also the same thing only. Sin x by cos square x. I think hopefully all of you are able to understand. By cos square x. Here the cos square x is there. So sin x by cos x what? Tan x. So it is in the form of tan x into sec x. Directly we got the standard form. Directly we can get the standard form. So y by cos square x is equal to sec x plus c. For finding the c value, x equal to pi by 3 you can put. Pi by 3 means the 60 means the 1 by 2 here. So y is equal to 1 by 4. And here this value is equal to 2 plus c. Y value is equal to what? 0 is there. Means c value is equal to minus 2. So we can get our function y is equal to cross multiplication you can do. 1 sec and 1 cos gone. So we can get here the cos x minus 2 cos square x. So this we can get the f of x value. Once you can get the f of x value, one time differentiation, put the pi by 4. Another time without differentiation, put the pi by 4. You can add those things. You can get the answer. Chalo. Again we can see the next sum if it is there. Yeah. So now this much sum is there. So now physics sir is going to be explain you.
Hello dear students, welcome back to the physics questions. And already few questions, whatever we got from the different source from our students, we have already discussed. And now the remaining few questions I'm going to discuss here. So let's start with this part. Fine. In this question what he has given, a particle oscillates along x-axis according to the law x equals x naught sine square t by 2, where x naught is equals to 1 variation of kinetic energy with the position. So basically he has given us the position and he is asking us to find out the variation of the kinetic energy with respect to position. So firstly what I am going to do is basically I am going to take out this position, this sine square t by 2 mathematically it can also be written as sine square theta means we can take here as 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. Instead of that we can write here using the same formula here, so x square into 1 minus of cos t whole divided by 2. You're going to get this part, right? Now the thing is like the value of maximum and minimum value of cos theta I'm going to see here. So the maximum value of cos theta is going to be plus 1 while the minimum value of cos theta is going to be minus 1. So if I substitute here, the x is equals to x naught into, if I'm taking the maximum value 100%, I'm going to get the position as the position that I'm going to get here. Fine. So the position that I'm going to get here is x equals to, directly I can take here as 1 minus of minus 1, that is equals to 2. 2 by 2 is going to be how much? 1. So the position is going to be what? That is, if I am substituting minus 1, then it is going to be how much? 1. That is 1. So minus into minus is going to be plus. So 2 by 2 is going to be how much? 1. And if I am substituting a minimum value, I am going to get the 0. So therefore, with this case, I am going to get the graph between the position is going to be what? 0 and 1. So if you have a look at this point, so it is going to be the positions are going to be what? 0 and 1. So 0 and 1 which is possible here, this is not possible here, right? And this is also, there is a possibility for this, there is a possibility for this, and this is not possible. The only possible way with this case is going to be what? Directly we will find out the mean, and the mean can also be taken as 0 plus 1 by 2. So it is going to be exactly at the center 1 by 2. So maximum possibility will be the option number C for this particular equation. Right? So mean position, and it will be varying maximum and minimum. That's why accordingly we are going to get the third option. There's no possibility of this part. Kinetic energy ka graph to aise nahi hoga. It is not going to go in this way. It is not going to increase that part. So therefore accordingly the option C is a correct answer for this one. Okay, let's go for the next question. In the next question, what he has given, the following gate represents which logic gate? Obviously, this is nothing but your OR gate, and this is nothing but your NOT gate. So OR plus NOT is going to be obviously NOR gate. So therefore, the answer for this is going to be the first option. Very simple one, this one. Now, here in the next question, he has given there is a line, solid cylinder carrying a current along the x-axis with uniform current density. Variation of magnetic field with radial distance from the axis of the cylinder. He is asking us to simplify. So basically this, if we consider a uniform cylinder here, and inside this part we are going to plot the graph between the magnetic field versus the distance r. So exactly right from the center I can take here, this is y-axis versus the x-axis, I mean to say B versus R. If you're talking inside the cylinder, there is a small r less than capital R, and let us take the radius of this part is going to be how much? Capital R. Followed by, this is nothing but small r equals capital R, small r greater than capital R, where small r is nothing but the distance right from the center, accordingly inside the cylinder, on the surface of the cylinder, outside the cylinder. If I am talking about this part, inside the cylinder, when small r less than capital R, then the magnetic field is directly proportional to R, and when small r greater than capital R, then the magnetic field is inversely proportional to R. Right? So with this case, one is directly proportional, means we'll get a graph as a straight line. So the only possibility one, this one is possible, and inversely proportional, this is the one. That is a small r less than capital R, this is a small r greater than capital R, exactly at the center, small r equals capital R. Hence option C is a correct answer for this one. Right? Let's go for the next question. There is a conical pendulum of mass m and length L making an angle 60 degrees with a vertical. So he said that there is a conical pendulum here, so I wish to take this particular factor, and now this is going to be a conical pendulum here. So I am going to take this part, it is going to rotate in this way. Now here basically this is nothing but the tension T, it's making an angle how much? 60 degrees. Obviously its weight will be acting in which direction? Downward direction, and this will be splitted into two components. One is nothing but T sine 60 degrees, while the other one is nothing but what? T cos 60 degrees. He is saying us what? Then tension in the thread is, obviously can I equate these two factors? obviously. So I can say T cos 60 degrees will be equal to how much? mg. So this is going to be how much? Cos 61 by 2. So that is equal to T equals how much? 2g directly I can take here. Hence option 3 is the correct answer for this question. Now let's go for the next question. Find the change in potential energy of the system in configuration 1 and 2. So we don't have the configuration as per the source which we got here is nothing but the 4 charges were placed in this one. So here the charge was something like Q, here the charge was Q, here the charge was Q, and here the charge was Q. Given the position this as A, B, C, D of each side D. That means all the sides are equal. This is first configuration, and the second configuration, this was the first configuration, and second configuration was somewhat in this way, same sides. Okay, now this is D and this is also D, but the positions of the charges were somewhere in this way. Fine. So these were the positions of the charges accordingly. So this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. Well, the charges were same, that is Q, 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 and Q. Fine. So we need to find out the change in potential energy. Okay, now change in potential energy of the system. Okay. First of all, I wish to find out the potential energy of the first configuration. When I am finding out the potential energy, the general formula for potential energy is nothing but K into Q1 Q2 by R. Now, as per this part, he is saying for the system means I can say 1, 2, 3. Due to all the 4 charges, you will be getting what? 100% 4 part 4 times. That means nothing but 4 into K into that is Q square whole divided by the distance is going to be D. Plus, you can even take the diagonals also you can consider here. With this part, you can take the diagonal. And when you are talking about the diagonal, you are going to get here the total distance between them. If this is D, the total distance is going to be how much? Root 2D. So even I can take here, this is 2 diagonals. So 2 times will get in the system. So K 2 into K into Q square whole divided by the distance is going to be how much? Root 2D. Fine. So this is nothing but the potential energy for the first system. Okay. And this is nothing but the potential energy for the second system. In order to find out the potential energy for the second system, obviously I can have again here 4 charges are there. So because of them 4 part we will be getting 4 into K into Q1 Q2 by R, but the charges are same, but followed by this we need to find out the distance between both of them. So I can say if this is D, so this part is going to be how much? This is going to be D by 2. Okay, this is going to be how much? D by 2, right or wrong? So with this case I am going to get here root 2 times of you can take here as D by 2 or D by root 2 also I can say this distance. So I can say this part as the distance is going to be D by root 2, this part distance is D by root 2, D by root 2, D by root 2 and D by root 2. So that means 4 times I can say K into that is going to be how much? Q square whole divided by D by root 2 plus, and now also between the diagonals in this case, so you can take this part and this part. Obviously if this distance is D, so this is also going to be D, and this distance is D, so this is also going to be D. So accordingly I can say 2K into Q square whole divided by D. Right. So now if I am taking out any common term which is possible right from here, this is 2 means this is going to be how much? Root 2. So I can take out KQ square by D common. I'm gonna get 4 plus root 2. Followed by from this second configuration, I can take out like KQ square by D. I can take out common from here. Followed by what I'm going to get 4 root 2 times of 4 into root 2 plus of 2. So now if you subtract this 2, you will get the final result. However, this is the memory based question based on the students, whatever they have written the exam, whatever the questions they have sent it to us. So based on that, we are solving this part. After just he's saying to find out the change in potential energy, you just subtract them, you will get the final result. Thank you. Let's go for the next question. The excess pressure required to decrease the volume of water sample by 0.2% is P into 10 power 5 pascals. If the bulk modulus of water is 1.25 into 10 power 9 pascals, then the value of P is basically already he has given the volume here, that is delta V by V, and it's decreasing, so minus 0.2%. So you can write here 0.2 by 100. Okay, now nextly what he is saying, if the bulk modulus, so basic formula for the bulk modulus is nothing but minus of delta P whole divided by delta V by V. Okay, so now he also gave the bulk modulus value, so I can substitute 1.25 into 10 power 9, and I can send this delta V by V here, and I can write that part into 0.2 whole divided by 100 equals delta P. Fine. So when you simplify with this case, delta p already he gave the value p into 10 power 5. And now if you substitute and do the cancellation in this case, you are going to get here something like, okay, fine, delta p means you will be getting 25 into 10 power of 4, which is equals to like delta p. So therefore the value is going to be how much? Directly 25. 10 power 4 or 10 power 5 you will be getting here. So therefore the answer is going to be here how much? 25 is going to be the answer. P value is going to be how much? 25. Okay. Right, that's it from the questions which we have received so far. So I request Anand sir to come and continue the chemistry part. Thank you.
So, hello everyone, welcome back again to the chemistry solutions. So far we have discussed so many questions, whatever we got from the students. So we got some more questions from the student in chemistry sections. So let's discuss that one also. Okay. So here is the first question that we can see from the chemical equilibrium part. Okay. So what they are saying, consider the following gaseous reaction H2 and I2 is giving 2HI. The above reaction is started with A moles of H2 and B moles of I2 in a closed container. At a certain temperature till the equilibrium is established, which one of the following plots are correctly described? So this is the basic question from the chemical equilibrium. Okay. Now see what they are asking. If you see in the initial container, what they are having? H2 and I2. H2 and I2 are present. H2 and I2 are present and it is giving 2HI, which is in equilibrium. So at initial point you can see A moles of A moles of hydrogen and B moles of I2 is present when we are starting the reactions at T is equal to 0. And HI is what? 0. HI is 0. So at initial point the concentration of HI is 0. Initial point concentration of HI is 0. So now see in which case, if you see in the first option, HI is having some value. They are starting from something. So this is not going to be the correct. In another case, if you see in the third option, I2 is having 0 concentration. But at initial point we are having B moles. So this one is also incorrect. In this one, HI at 0 point, what we are having? HI is having something. So again this one is incorrect. If you see in this one, initially HI was 0 and H2 and I2 was having what? A and B moles. So respectively when we are moving towards that, so we were getting equilibrium. At this point we were getting equilibrium. So HI is what? Reactant is decreasing and product was forming initially. After that reactant and product was getting in equilibrium. This will be product, this will be reactant, like that. So if you see, this graph is the correct match. So second option is going to be the correct answer here. Now move to the next question. In the next question again, basic periodic properties, periodic classification, ionization energy, successive ionization energy of an element X is given and they are asking find out the group number. Of element X. So what they have given, if you remember successive ionization energy. Successive ionization energies are always increasing. IE1 less than IE2 less than IE3. So it's always increasing. So if you see, IE1 is given 500, IE2 is given 600, comparative higher increase. Then from 600 to 2000, 2020, 200, then 2600. But if you see from IE2 to IE3, IE3, which is 600, and this side 2000. 2000. Jump is higher. Higher gap is there. Higher gap is there. That means any element will lose 2 electron. It will lose maximum 2 electron. Maximum 2 electron. That means the group number is going to be 2. The group number is going to be 2. Group number 2. Now move to the next question. In the next question, again an easy question. Consider they have given two statements. Oxygen bond in O3 is greater than O2, and statement number 2, OO bond order in O3 is 1.5 and OO bond order in O2 is 2. So if you remember the oxygen is having double bond, O double bond O, bond order 2. In the case of O3, O double bond O, one coordinate covalent bond is there, positive, negative. So if you draw the resonating structures, O single bond, this will be the resonating structure here. These are the two resonating structures. That means in between O3 there is partial double bond character. The bond order in O3 is 1.5. Bond order in O3 is 1.5, and we know the bond length is inversely proportional to bond order. So bond length order will be what? Bond length will be greater in O3 than O2, and bond order will be greater in O2 than O3. So both the options are correct. So statement 1 and statement 2 are the correct option. Now move to the next question. In the next question, again a repeated type of question, same concept they are using again. In a Carrier's method, estimation of halogen, 0.25 gram of an organic compound, we are having 0.25 gram of an organic compound giving 0.16 gram of AgBr. It is giving AgBr 0.16 gram. And what they are asking, what is the percentage of bromine in the compound? So percentage of bromine formula is what? Weight of bromine divided by weight of organic compound multiplied by 100. That means first we need to calculate weight of bromine. So moles of bromine we can calculate here, AgBr. So this is given weight. Molecular weight will be equal to 108 plus 80, 188 gram per mole. 188 gram per mole, number of moles 0.16 divided by 188. That will be mole. Now you can see in AgBr formula there is only one Br. So number of moles of Br will be equal to the number of moles of AgBr, which is equal to 0.16 divided by 188. So weight will be equal to 0.16 divided by 188 multiplied by 80, multiplied by molecular weight 80, which is equal to 0.068 gram. Now here 0.068 divided by what weight they have given? Organic compound they have given 0.25 multiplied by 100. So it will be coming 27.24 something around will come. So we can roughly say in integer time 27%. 27% is going to be the answer here. Okay. Now move to the next question. In the next question again and little easy question, easy to moderate, you can say moderate level question. K1 and K2, K3 they are asking. They have given K. What they have given? K. K1, K3 upon K2. We can write like that, K1, K3, K2 to the power 1 by 2. And what they are asking? E they are asking, activation energy of overall reaction. So activation energy will be what? E overall will be 1 by 2, E1 plus E3 minus E2. E1 plus E3 minus E2, 1 by 2. What they have given? EA1. EA1 is given 10 kilojoule. EA3 is given 60 kilojoule. Minus EA2, 30. 60 plus 10, 70 minus 30 is 40. That means 40 by 2 is going to be the 20 kilojoule per mole. E overall of the reaction. So this is all what we got from the student. These are the some questions that we got. So Next analysis part will be done by the another teachers. He'll come. Next, I think we are going forward with the mathematics. So Sagar sir will join you and he will tell you the other questions. Okay, thank you. Best of luck.
Okay, so I'm Vijay's maths faculty. Now we are going to discuss mathematic portion, remaining questions. Okay, so first question is a vector equal to 3i plus 2j minus k cap. B vector is given as a vector cross I cap minus 2j cap. C vector is b cross k. And they are asking projection of c minus 2j on a vector. Okay, so first we find the value of c vector. C vector, acha, by the way, by using vector triple product also we can complete this question, but as this is related, so I am not using here. So first for the C vector we need B vector cross K cap. So first I need B vector we are going to find. Okay. So for the B vector, what is the B vector? A vector cross I minus 2j. So vector product I am using coefficient I cap, j cap, k cap. A vector coefficients are 3, 2, minus 1, then this vector coefficient 1, minus 2 and 0. If we expand I cap into 0, minus 2, so minus 2 I cap. J cap component will be 0 and minus minus plus 1, but again minus, so minus j cap. And k cap component is minus 6, minus 2, minus 8 k cap. Okay, so this is our B vector. Now actually C vector is B vector cross k cap. So for the C vector what we do? Minus 2 I cap minus j cap minus 8 k cap. We take cross with k cap. Okay. I cross k is equal to minus j. So minus minus plus. So it becomes 2 j cap. J cross k is equal to I. So minus I cap. And k cross k is 0, so we got C vector equal to minus I cap plus 2j cap. Now actually further what you want? Projection of C minus 2j on A vector. So first let me write C vector minus 2j vector, 2j cap. So it is minus j, minus I cap only, 2j got cancel out. Now what do you want? Projection of this vector on A vector. So if you use the formula C minus 2j dot A, divide by modulus of A. And what is the C minus 2j? Minus I cap dot with A vector. So what we are getting? Minus 3. Divide by modulus of A. Modulus of A, if we find root over 9 plus 4 plus 1, that is equal to root 14. Okay. By the way, we need projection. Projection never be negative. So that's why I am writing modulus. It is 3 by root 14. Is there any option which makes? Actually here fourth one, if you multiply with the root 14 in numerator and denominator. So this was okay, simple, a little lengthy but simple problem. Now the next question is, okay, alpha, beta, gamma, alpha greater than beta, beta greater than gamma, gamma greater than 0. Then the find cot inverse of 1 plus alpha beta by alpha minus beta, cot inverse 1 plus beta gamma by gamma minus alpha, cot inverse 1 plus gamma alpha by gamma minus alpha. You might have some fear about the ITF, but believe me, this one is the easy question which came from the ITF. You should get the marks for this one. Because right now if you use interconversion, we convert the cot inverse in terms of tan inverse. Acha, see, alpha is greater than beta, so actually this part is positive. Alpha beta already positive, so this complete become positive. If value is positive, cot inverse can be written as tan inverse of 1 by x. So alpha minus beta by 1 plus alpha beta. Similarly, again beta is greater than gamma. Beta greater than gamma, positive. Numerator is also positive. So if x is positive, cot inverse can be written as tan inverse of 1 by x, beta minus gamma by 1 plus beta gamma. Okay. Similarly, next one also same type, that can be written as gamma minus alpha by 1 plus gamma alpha. Now actually tan inverse alpha minus beta by 1 plus alpha beta, this is the formula of tan inverse alpha minus tan inverse beta. So this also can be written as tan inverse alpha minus tan inverse beta. This can be written as tan inverse beta minus tan inverse gamma. This can be written as tan inverse gamma minus tan inverse alpha. Okay. By the way, here alpha greater than gamma. 1 minute. Here actually this one is gamma minus alpha. Gamma minus alpha is negative. This one is not the positive value. This one is negative. If x is negative, then cot inverse in terms of tan inverse x can be written as via formula cot inverse 1 by x. Whenever you are writing in terms of tan inverse, if x is positive, that is directly tan inverse x. If x is less than 0, then range of cot inverse is pi by 2 to pi, but range of tan inverse is minus pi by 2 to 0 only. So that's why what we do, we add pi plus tan inverse x. Okay, if x is less than 0. So that's why when you write this one, as this is negative, this will be tan inverse of this one plus pi. Now this can be written as tan inverse gamma minus tan inverse alpha plus pi will remain. Now if we simplify, tan inverse alpha got cancel out, tan inverse beta cancel out, tan inverse gamma also cancel out. And what we got answer as pi. Okay. Next question is for y equal to greatest integer of x plus modulus of x minus 2, and where x is belongs to minus 2 comma 3. If the number of point where it is discontinuous is p and number of point where it is non-differentiable is q, then find p and q. We need value of p and q, might be they ask sum or something else, or p comma q, but we need point of number of point of discontinuity and number of point of non-differentiability. So first if we talk about the continuity, then actually this function is continuous everywhere. This one is continuous function, modulus of x minus 2. And we know this greatest integer is discontinuous at every integer. So in this given interval minus 2 comma 3, how many integers we have where this is going to be discontinuous? Minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. Okay. So this is the discontinuous at these point minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. Actually it is discontinuous at 3, minus 2, but those points are not included here. So we do not count the continuity discontinuity at these points. So what is the number of point of discontinuity? P equal to 4. P is the point of discontinuity, number of point of discontinuity. Okay. Now Q is the number of point of non-differentiability. Acha, at these points, by the way, for the differentiability, modulus of x, greatest integer of x, modulus of x minus 2. It is non-differentiable at 2 only. And again, greatest integer is non-differentiable at every integer. So again, same point, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Okay. So actually at any point, if one is non-differentiable, other is differentiable, some will remain non-differentiable. 2 is the common point, but at 2 this function is discontinuous, so it remain non-differentiable also. So what is the q? These all points still be point of non-differentiability, q equal to 4. So p is 4 and q is also equal to 4. Now coming to next question, triangle ABC have the vertices with the position vector these 3. Then position vector of the orthocenter is given. Okay. Find the position vector of circumcenter. Now actually for this one we are going to use the one property that centroid divide the line joining orthocenter and circumcenter in the ratio 2:1. If this is the orthocenter, this one is the centroid and this is the circumcenter, it is going to divide in the ratio 2:1. By the way, orthocenter already they give, that is P plus Q plus R by 4. Orthocenter they give. Circumcentroid of the triangle we can find, that is A plus B plus C by 3. Okay. So centroid is, if we add all, then here 2P plus p, 3p minus p is 2p vector, minus 3q minus q and plus 2q, that is minus 2q. Then 2r, 3r, 5r and 5r, 10r. 10r by 3. This one is the centroid, and what do you want? Circumcenter. Let me assume this circumcenter as any capital or small x vector. Okay, that circumcenter only we need to use. Now if we use section formula, 2 into x vector plus 1 into this one, t plus q plus r by 4. That will be equal to, by 3 will be equal to this one. We multiply 3 this side, so what you will get? 2p vector minus 2q vector plus 10r vector. Okay, so this is the relation. If we write this one in right, divide by 2, we are going to get the value of x vector. It means position vector of the circumcenter. Now coming to next question. Acha, this is the problem of integration. This one, a procedure is easy, but it always takes time. It means this is going to be lengthy for sure. But it is a standard problem. So what do you want? Integration of this one in this form, then we need value of alpha plus 2 beta. Okay. So first we are writing integration 2x square plus 5x plus 9 divided by root over x square plus x plus 1. Numerator is quadratic and denominator is root quadratic. When our numerator is quadratic, denominator is root quadratic, we write the numerator in terms of denominator plus derivative of denominator plus some constant. Okay. So first in terms of denominator, x square plus x plus 1. Coefficient of x square is 2, I am multiplying by 2. Then further here we write derivative of denominator, that is equal to 2x plus 1. Now actually I equate the coefficient of x. Here we have 5x. Till now this is 2x. So here coefficient of x need to be 3. So to get 3 I am multiplying by 3 and I am dividing by 2. Okay. Now if we multiply 2x, 3x, that is exactly 5x. Now the remaining constant term, here we have 2. This is 3 by 2, but total sum we need 9. So 2 plus 3 by 2 must be equal to, and sum need to be equal to 9. It means 3 by 2 will be 3 by 2 here, then 2, 9. Suppose it is any constant c, then value of c plus 2 plus 3 by 2 need to be equal to 9. So c is equal to 7 minus 3 by 2. What is the value of c? That is 11 by 2. Okay, so value of c is 11 by 2, that constant term. So here our value of c is 11 by 2. Here I am writing 11 by 2. Now we divide this one to all. This one by this, 2 out. If you divide root time x square plus x plus 1 into dx, 3 by 2 as it is. Numerator 2x plus 1 divided by root over x square plus x plus 1 into dx. Then 11 by 2 out. Integration of 1 by root over x square plus x plus 1 into dx. Okay. Now here and here we are going to write x square plus x plus 1 in terms of perfect square. That perfect square I am writing here. X square plus x plus 1 can be written as x plus 1 by 2 whole square plus 3 by 4. Okay. Or you can say root 3 by 2 whole square. Thick. So if you put this value here, then it looks like root x square plus a square. So integration of root x square plus a square. X by 2. This 1 by 2, x plus 1 by 2 by 2. Root as it is, x square plus x plus 1. Okay. Then further a square by 2. A square is root 3 by 2 whole square. It means 3 by 4. By 2 will be 3 by 8. And root as it is, root x square plus x plus 1. Okay. Then further 3 by 2. If this one is t, this one into dx become dt, dt by t is dt by root t, integration is 2 root t. So 2 root x square plus x plus 1. Then further 11 by 2, integration of this part will be same as this one. Okay, sorry, this part only. Here root 3 by 8, just a minute. Here after 3 by 8, this part root a square by 2 into here root a square by 2 3 by 8. Then here will be the integration of 1 by this one. That integration of this one is ln of x plus 1 by 2 plus root over whatever we have here, x square plus x plus 1. Okay. Now when we integrate this one, 1 by root x square plus a square form will come. Here x square plus a square I wrote here. So it will be ln of x plus root as it is. X value is x plus 1 by 2 plus root over x square plus x plus 1. Okay. Now we are going to add these all. I did something in short, but actually at last it is going to be lengthy. If you multiply x plus 1 by 2 root over x square plus x plus 1, then 3 by 4 ln of x plus 1 by 2 plus root over x square plus x plus 1, then here 3 times of root x square plus x plus 1 and plus 11 by 2 ln x plus 1 by 2 plus root over x square plus x plus 1. Okay. Now actually after integration what we want? We want value of alpha and beta. What is the alpha coefficient of root x square plus x plus 1? Here 1 by 2. Okay. And here we have 3 by 4. Sorry, here we have 3. So alpha is equal to 1 by 2 plus 3. That is equal to 7 by 2. And what is the beta? Beta is the coefficient of ln x plus 1 by 2 plus root as it is. It means coefficient of this one. Here we have 3 by 4 and here we have 11 by 2. Okay. So if we add, this one is 25 by 4. We got the value of alpha and beta. Then we can find the value of alpha plus 2 beta. Then alpha equal to 7 by 2. And 2 beta is equal to 25 by 2. Okay. So we are getting 32 by 2, that is equal to 16. So this was easy but lengthy one problem. Then next one, the point P 11 by 2 comma alpha lies on or inside the triangle formed by the line x plus y equal to 11. X plus 2y equal to 16 and 2x plus 3y equal to 29. Then the minimum value of 10 alpha is required. Okay. So here they give the 3 equations, x plus y equal to 11. Second is x plus 2y equal to 16. And third one is 2x plus 3y equal to 29. So actually first I am going to find the point of intersection. Now if we solve these two, x plus y, we multiply by 2, 2x plus 2y equal to 22. If we subtract, then x is equal to 6 and y equal to 5 will come. So point of intersection of these two lines is 6 comma 5. Okay. Now the point of intersection of these two lines, by the way this is 29. Okay. Now if we multiply by 2, then here 10 comma 3, 10 comma 3. 10 comma 3 is satisfying both the equations. So point of intersection of these two lines is 10 comma 3. Now finally if we find the point of intersection of these two lines, that is equal to, if you multiply by 2, 2x, 2y equal to 22, y equal to 7, y will be 7, then x will be 4, 4 comma 7. So we got the point of intersection, it means all the vertices. If we draw the diagram, x-axis, y-axis, first point is 4 comma 7, x is 4, y is 7, suppose this is the point 4 comma 7. Then next is 6 comma 5, 6 comma 5. So this is the point 6 comma 5. Okay. And now another is 10 comma 3, 10 comma 3, suppose this is 10 comma 3. This is our triangle. Now what they are saying, the point P 11 by 2 comma alpha. Can I say that x coordinate is 11 by 2? So this point P 11 by 2 comma alpha always lies on the line x equal to 11 by 2. If we draw the line x equal to 11 by 2, that will be here. Now actually, what is the alpha y coordinate? And these are the all possible points. So when we find the y coordinate here, by putting in this equation x equal to 11 by 2, then you will get 11 by 2. Y will be 11 by 2. This point will be 11 by 2 comma 11 by 2, because equation of this line is x plus y equal to 11. And similarly, if you solve with this line, this will be x is 11 by 2 and y will come as 6. Okay. So what is the value of alpha belongs to? Alpha is 11 by 2 to 6. What do you want? Minimum value of tan alpha. So tan alpha, minimum value of alpha is 11 by 2. Might be they ask minimum value of 11 alpha, but minimum value of alpha is 11 by 2. Okay. So finally, this is all about the mathematics, whatever we got till now. Okay. Now next, sir, please join.
Ashish sir, please. So I hope we have completed the maths paper discussion as well as chemistry. These are memory-based questions, so we have collected from our students. There might be little here and there. These are the questions being reported to us by our students. So, but yeah, based on all this, we are bringing here the very short and simple conclusion of shift 1 and shift 2 as we do every day. We are bringing all the formula set which is relevant, or we can just cover up the whole session in a summarized way in this next 5 minutes. Even if the students haven't seen the whole solution, might be this set of formulas will be useful for us to identify or work it out, right? So starting from shift 1 conclusion, then moving to shift 2 conclusion, as per now, as many questions we have received, right? So let's start with shift 1 discussion. All these questions, right? Shift 1, okay. So shift 1 question number one formula which we need to ponder on is like work done is tension, surface tension to change in area, right? Question based on properties of fluid, right? So going forward, yeah, Ashish sir, you want to continue?
The next one is from the Kepler's law, like T square is proportional to NQ. Simply we have to apply this one, and we have to use the application of derivative. The next one is basically, this is from the capacitance equals to epsilon naught A by D, right? And this one, okay, I think it will be R. By mistake it will happen, right?
We have seen some question based yesterday also on Kepler's third law. Today also we are seeing question based on Kepler's third law. It's a straight surface question. We were seeing this math solution. Math solution was much more lengthier than what we are seeing in physics. Compared to physics, chemistry, maths, I guess physics paper is comparatively more on the easier side than maths at least. Maybe to some extent to chemistry also, right? Okay, so.
Next one is combination of resistance, right? It's a very basic combination they are asking, like series and parallel, right? Okay. The next one you can see, this formula is, we can say, probably the JEE is asking problem based on this one in each and every session, right? So this is the relation A equals to G sin theta 1 plus I by mi square. The next one is from current electricity. So AC, I RMS equals to I root over 1. You know it's the average of I square, okay? The next one.
I will like to add something here. Question based on this is not very tricky. Generally they are giving questions on sinusoidal equations. So you might use the concept of phasors. I hope you remember that how do we add SHM's में phasors, right? If given two SHM equation x1 a1 sin omega t and x2 a2 sin omega t plus phi root over a1 square plus a2 square 2 a1 a2 cos phi. That formula could be useful here without getting into too much of mathematics. So as we are saying, straight formula based questions. Work done by variable forces, again one of the most highlighted question, as based on rotation. Rolling wala question is one of the most highlighted. This is also one of the most highlighted question. Work done by variable force. Yeah. Next is B is equals to mu naught I by 4 pi d sin theta 2. It's one of the application formula of Biot-Savart's law. One of the most application formula of Biot-Savart's law. Number 10 is L equals to R cross P. It was a mixed concept with projectile motion, right? So little bit twisted here. These are the formulas which we are observing being used so many times, right? Going forward in shift 1 formula sets, change in energy. This is like basic atom question where the electrons are jumping, right? From one Right, basically hydrogen spectrum question from one shell to the other shell. Yeah, Shita, you want to continue?
The next one is, you can see it's de Broglie wavelength, right? So in de Broglie wavelength, they have not asked the normal problem. Little bit they have included the electric field, and they asked after some time, right? The next one, this one is important formula, lens maker formula, right? So they have given the things like focal length in air is that, what is the focal length in medium? Like sir has already told you, cutting, silvering of lenses. So such type of things they are asking from the ray optics. The next one is Gauss law is there, right? So Gauss law, they directly not ask like it's a given by epsilon naught. They are just giving the problems that you have to apply the Gauss law, right? You have to draw the closed surface and such type of things. The next one is YDSC. Again we are seeing from YDSC, they are asking very easy problems. Simple formula of fringe width and position of width, right? So simply they are asking problem based on this one. And this is the next one, like you can see, it's a formula of delta U, delta Q and W. And it's a work done in thermodynamics, which is integration PdV. And yeah, please.
So I would like to add few things here. In all these formulas, as sir said, there's slight amount of twisting is there. For lens question, we are seeing every time question based on lens immersed in a liquid. One, it can be splitting of lens, or it can be silvering of lens. So the primary formulas which we have seen till now was silvering of lens. In this shift, we have seen one formula on basic lens makers formula application, little bit twisted. As sir said, on YDSC, we are getting straight questions. There is no twisting. Based on all these questions, including PV equals to nRT, may solve all the type of thermodynamics question which is coming directly from there. Almost 3 questions we observed, right? Yeah. Almost 3 questions, almost 2 to 3 questions we observed here. Okay. Basic concepts of SCHEM we need to understand. Matlab, there will be some little bit of here and there. Matlab, just knowing the formula won't be enough. We have to know a little bit more than that. Turning of vehicle on a banked road. There was one question which was more based off laws of motion and applications of FBD you have to do, and then you can go forward. Then there is some straight question, one more question on optics, ray optics, which is focal length equals to 1 by power. Then there was a question based on energy in a capacitor, and again properties of fluid, right? Properties of fluid. So this was all from shift 1 conclusion. So if you can go through all these formulas, I think that will be enough for us to go through, right? Going for shift 2. Shift 2 may, again we found the formula again. Little bit of different application, but somewhat the formula which will be useful will be here. G sin theta by 1 plus I by mr square, or you can say k square by r square. 1 plus k square by r square you can say. Next is?
The next one is also from the rotational, like what is the translational energy and rotational energy, right? The next one, it's a very basic from gravitation, right? What's the value of gravitational acceleration, g m by r square? Yeah. And the next one is, you can see they are asking the problems from the dimension principle of homogeneity, and very basic problem they are asking on this one, right? The next one you can see, it's a little bit from thermometry. If you have remembered this one, it's okay. Otherwise, you can derive this one by in one line, single line. You can also draw the graph of this one, right? The next one is, this one is, I hope you have remembered this formula. This is the basically formula of power. Power is basically the number of photon per second into Sc by lambda, which is the energy of photon, right? The next one is Newton's law of cooling, right? So I hope Mohit sir will say something on this one, Newton's law of cooling.
Newton's law of cooling was, as we know, that it was said to be out of syllabus. As we are repeating again and again. Topic which was supposed to be out of syllabus, from there it's been asked. As we know, it's a related or interlinked or continuation of a topic. So we shouldn't avoid those topics, right? And we are seeing questions coming from those topics repeatedly. Going forward, there are few more formulas. Basics of kinematics might be. But little bit twisting will be there. Little bit of tricks and maybe question on angle or something will be asked. Going forward again, there will be again question on work done by thermodynamic system, right? Integration of PdV, area under PV graph. For a cyclic process, area of that PV graph is the work done. Generally, they are not asking question on PT. They are not asking question on PT graph or VT graph. They are asking straight question on PV graph, and they are asking to find out work done. What can be simpler than this, right? Electromagnetic spectrum. This one, I mean, straight question was there, where they were asking that which will have more wavelength, which will have smaller wavelength, and so on. If we know this order, cosmic ray, gamma ray, X-ray, UV, Vibgyor, infrared, micro-ray, we can do it, right? Going forward with it, the next formula which we observed in the shift 2 exam is basic Coulomb's law. Some like two bodies been taken, they have been brought in contact, and yeah, and they have been again kept separated, and what is the force acting on them and so on, right? So based on that, there were some questions. So basic application of it.
Yeah. The next one is the basic application of SHM. Like you can say simply they are asking what is energy and such type of things. The next one is one problem is there from the logic gate. As earlier we said, like logic gate is the things that you have to remember. One problem will be surely there in each sessions, right? The next one is very basic formula of this one. The magnetic field inside and outside of cylinder, right? So like inside magnetic field is proportional to R, that is increasing graph is there, right? While teaching those graph, we are always saying like this is very important graph because it comes in so many topics, right? Like in gravitation, electrostatics. The next one is, you can see it's a circular motion. Circular motion is basically the conical pendulum was there, right? Like you know the time period of conical pendulum, but they haven't asked. They only asked the tension in this case, right? The next one is electrostatic potential energy on this one, right? So you know it's a K Q1 Q2 by R square, and the next one we have is bulk modulus, which is minus delta P by delta V by V. So now Mohit sir will tell you the overview of this one as well.
Okay. As for after seeing all these formula, we are seeing questions on properties of fluids as well as solids. I mean, this one, especially properties of fluids, we are seeing these questions. We can see. There were this question as we have said the formula, but there's application of change in potential energy which has been asked. We have said circular motion, but that means a basic application of circular motion based question was seen in all shift. In this shift, also there's something like circular motion, but not exact application of it, right? A little bit of laws of motion analysis. So after all this, we have realized that in physics paper till now in the 3 shifts, I think, sir, all questions were straight surface formula based question. There are few questions which are twisted.
Like bank road is there.
Yeah, banking of road. There are few twisted concepts. Rest, they are mostly easy surface based questions, and little bit of the basic expectations is being met. Okay. Some new formula has been covered also, which were not been covered in the last initial shifts. And this is all about physics from our side. I hope this all session helped you from a physics point of view. This all from the side of physics. I'll hand over the mic now to Vamsi sir. Vamsi sir will be continuing with the discussion of chemistry paper analysis as a whole of shift 2, right? Vamsi sir, please come.
Thank you, sir. So, going for the analysis of chemistry paper of 24th January 2025, second shift, afternoon shift. Actually, this shift, whoever students have got, we can say they are lucky, right? So this is the 6th paper we are having, and the most comfortable paper we have seen in chemistry in this 6th paper, right? And 5th paper, that is today's morning paper, was a little of a difficult side, so students also might have discouraged, but this paper was very comfortable for the students. And one trend we have observed that the questions from organic chemistry came much higher than in the previous years, right? So let's start our discussion, and for the discussion I also will take the help of our senior faculty CDR sir. Sir, please come, sir. So yes sir, CDR sir. So let's see the today's discussion, sir. So today's chemistry analysis, we can see most of the questions are from easy and medium level only, and very few questions are there from difficult level. And what do you say from in comparison with the morning session, sir? How is the paper comparison?
Yes, sir. Compared to morning session, this session is very easy paper. So those students who wrote morning session, they may feel difficult, but this session they may feel comfortable. And most of the questions came from directly NCERT statement, direct questions.
Yes. So it is proved again in this 6th paper also that multiple questions, majority of the questions from NCERT are there, right, in chemistry. So all students who are going to give the exam, so take this point very seriously, and doing thorough revision on NCERT textbooks, even to the 11th standard students also, it is a very strong advice. So let's get into the question wise from which chapter and which concept they are coming and to what level they are. First question came from thermodynamics and thermochemistry, and particularly it came from thermochemistry. Very easy question, a direct question was there, and second and third questions came from coordination compounds. One came from crystal field theory, and if you have observed from every shift, right? Starting from the first shift onwards, at least one question is coming from coordination compounds, that too from crystal field theory. And another point you can observe that from D and F block elements also the question is coming, right? And particularly color based, right? Color property based questions are coming very frequently. So students can note this point also, right? So color of many of the complexes we need to remember, we need to mug up, therefore we have kept it in the difficult level in this question, right? Sir, you can continue with the P block question, sir.
Yes, sir. In P block, especially 11th standard, they focused most on that one 14th group elements. 14th group element, that is also general characters, melting point, boiling point. These are they are asking continuously. So they given same question, repeated question also again. And after this they given ionization energy enthalpies also from 14th group element. And they are asking atomic radius and ionic radius questions also from P block. And you may consider 12th standard also they are asking P block questions. But mostly they focus this time 11th standard P block elements.
So in P block also you have to observe one point, whatever we have solved all these 6 papers, they are highly focusing on physical properties of P block elements. Whether it is 13th group, 14th group, 15th, 16th, 17th or 18th group, they are seriously focusing on physical properties, right? So very strictly revise the physical properties from NCERT, that will be very much helpful. Then multiple questions came from some basic principles and techniques of organic compounds. Like you can see here, one question came from hybridization, very simple question. They have given one open chain compound in which double and triple bonds are there and the cyanide group was there. Just they were asking what are the hybridations of different carbon atoms present in the compound. Very simple direct question was there. Then from yes,
some basic principles and techniques. Here questions are coming every shift. Carriers method they given most of the time questions. Carriers method, percentage of halogen calculation. Now sulfur they given. Next time they will you focus on Geldal methods is there, Dumas method, and think next who are writing next shift. Chromatography also, you can expect the questions because till now they covered these topics. Next we will expect that one. And IUPAC names also still they didn't ask much more questions. So still we have focus on that one.
And in today's paper in qualitative analysis from Carrier's method, chlorine estimation has come, sulfur estimation has come, Dumas method has come, like multiple questions are coming from the same chapter, right? And from nitrogen and nitrogen containing compounds, almost in every shift also nitrogen containing compounds are also coming. And one more danger from this type of question is they are asking with a group of reagents, 3 or 4 reagents are there, even one reagent is also not known. Even by knowing the rest of the 3 reagents also there is no use, right? All the 4 reagents should be known. So it is very much focused point we have to take care of, right? Multiple reagents they are giving in organic chemistry questions, right? Then some basic concepts of chemistry, empirical and molecular formula question has come. In this question, they have given the percentages of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. We have to calculate the empirical formula. Using the molecular mass, we have to calculate the molecular formula just to match that one, right? And from biomolecules, sir, what type of question has come, sir, from biomolecules?
From biomolecules we are getting based on especially DNA RNA structures also they given. That is basis is there, purines and pyrimidines. Direct question they are asking from structures identifications. And we may can expect protein structures also, which is primary, secondary, tertiary and including their bonding characters also they expect. Next we are expecting the questions even. Still now we covered this one. Amino acids still they didn't focus much more. That is going to be asking very soon, amino acids topic. And anyway we have fructose and glucose is reducing or non-reducing sugars. That is also going to be, you can expect. And already they given those are very as important topics.
And again in the afternoon shift also one question came from stereoisomerism, in which they have given one compound in which one geometrical stereocenter was there and one optical stereocenter was there, and they were asking for a total number of stereoisomers, that is 2 to the power of n. So very simple question asked from stereoisomerism, right? And next you got a question from chemical equilibrium. This is straight graph, it is taken from our resonance material itself. That the question is a very simple, very direct question asked related to rate of reaction.
I can answer.
Yes.
So actually chemical equilibrium is there and ion equilibrium, both concepts is there. Chemical equilibrium, they given basic questions which is rate constant and equilibrium constant related things. In ionic equilibrium, they are focusing Kp cancellation still left. They didn't given that topics. They may can cover, and more focused on that one, solubility product, especially KSP focus questions they are asking. And next also, still buffer solution they didn't ask till now. That's the next step we are expecting, that one, buffer solutions. Easily they can get those questions.
And one from periodic table has come to just compare on ionization energies, like we know it, where the sudden rise in ionization energy will be there, the number of electrons removed from valence shell are completed, you will be removing the next new electron from an inner shell. That was the question asked, very simple. Multiple questions are there in our resonance material. Just focus on the resonance material, you will get a very good score from this type of JEE Main exams. And then next question came from chemical bonding. Bond order related question was asked, and it was also easy. And then some basic principles and techniques, estimation of halogen, that is what Dayakar sir has completed also. And chemical kinetics, they have asked the relation between rate constant and activation energy. That was also of easy type, but as it was having calculation part, we kept it in the medium level. So if you see here, from 11th and 12th standard to the 19 questions we have received, there are almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 questions are there from 11th standard and 8 questions are there from 12th standard chemistry. So keep this point in mind. They are balancing between 11th and 12th, and little they are going more into the organic part in today's shifts, both the shifts, morning and afternoon shifts, right? And anything you want to add, sir?
Yes, sir. Actually, based on these question papers we are analyzing, memory-based topics they are asking mostly. That direct straightforward, that is from NCERT. No need to think about anything. Direct statements from NCERT. Try to focus on NCERT statements and NCERT. Even they are asking named reactions also directly with name. Directly names they are asking. If you know the name, then you can do the answer directly. Reagent and name. Direct question they are asking from NCERT.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. And I will hand over the mic to our Vivek sir to analyze maths part. Please come, sir.
Hi, sir. Hello, children. So hopefully whose examination is completed, you are going to be chill. And whose examination on the 28th and 29th, somewhat the tension. But we are going to say something, if you listen those things and if you are going to follow, so 28th and 29th, you are going to make your own days. So now we can come to the conclusion, because all the 6 shifts are the completed. Rest 4 shifts is there, the 29th and 28th and 29th. So what the conclusion we can find here? From the algebra and calculus, more weightage are there. Almost equal number of questions came from the algebra and calculus. Almost you can find the 8 to 9 question is there, both from the algebra as well as from the calculus. Again, once we can come to the coordinate geometry, so coordinate geometry, 3 to 4 questions they can balance. Again, once we can come to the vector, so vector around 2 to 3 questions came into each and every paper. Maybe the one paper, 1 question came, but trend are like that only. It is there. Trigonometry, 1 to 2 question is there into the every paper. So what we can find, there the balanced things are there, like algebra, calculus, coordinate and trigo and vector and 3D. Moreover, we can see vector and 3D question are the little bit easy question are there. Coordinate question we can feel little bit lengthy question are there, where it is the calculative part is there. Once we can come about the 11th and 12th class, so we saw here almost balance both the things there. Out of 25, once we can see around 1-2 question are the differences there from the 11th and 12th class. Not at all major differences there. Maybe the sum of the paper 12 question from the 11th, so 13 from the 12th. Like that only the combination is there. As you all of you know, maths paper is coming the difficult, yeah, moderate to difficulty, you can say the lengthy. But still 10 question is there in the each and every paper where the easy question are there. We have to be check those question. So what we can find out of the 25, 10 question is there on an average on the each paper and each shift, which we can say the easy question is there. And again the 5 to 6 question is there, that is the difficult, means the lengthy is there. So what you have to do whenever you can find the lengthy or difficult question, if you want to solve into the second round. First round you can must be choose the easy sum, and the which the sum or the moderate sum is there. So this is I am going to be conclude. This is the last session for this one. So again we are going to meet for the 29th and 20th session to all of you. So bye guys, all of you. See you soon.